Only the strongest and bravest clans can walk the way, the path to glory here in the Clash of Clans World Championship. We're back with the July Qualifier. My name, once again, is Renee, bringing you all the action of Clash of Clans and the best clans from all around the globe. With me on the desk, as usual, it's Woody and Carbon.
Thank you, Renee. It's great to be back for the July Qualifiers with the best 8 clans here competing. Which one is going to punch their ticket to October for the World Finals?
The sounds of battle are echoing throughout the arena. We have 8 of the best clans in the world back for action. Only one of them can make it to the World Finals. 4 of them today will be facing off. Let's take a look at the format.
The 8 qualified teams will be divided into 2 groups, 4 in each day. The teams will play the best of 1 matches in a round-robin system.
That's right. The top 2 teams from each group, based on the number of stars that they accumulate, will move on to the single elimination bracket in the playoffs on Sunday.
Obviously, in the playoffs, they want to grab the golden ticket, and the golden ticket gives you access to the best event ever. It's actually the World Championship Finals in Hamburg at ESL One, and you can get access as well. If you just follow the link in the descriptions of our broadcast, you can buy tickets for ESL One and see the best Clash of Clans live in a huge stadium. There will be nothing better than that, I'm absolutely telling you that. But for now, we got the best teams already here for this month, and that's Group A. Tons and tons of good clans here.
Yes, we have a couple clans returning for Group A. We have INTZ, Top of Japan, NOVAMaoDou, and MCES.
That's right, Carbon Fin. Tomorrow will bring us Group B, where we will get to watch Proc, Blaze JP, Nova, and Dark Looters duke it out to see who is the best clan.
We talked about the format already. Obviously, 2 of the teams in the group, they can proceed to playoff Sunday, which is an important step towards the World Championship. Here's the schedule for you guys so you know exactly what we're doing. First round, we see Top of Japan versus INTZ. We always see the first match of the rounds. Besides round 3, then we see both matches, so a lot of action coming your way today.
Yes, we're going to see INTZ on the stage for 3 times in a row versus Top of Japan for this first match. It's going to be crazy.
Some of these clans have been here before. There's a newcomer in the stands, but there are 4 clans already qualified. Tribe Gaming, Team Queso, Batang, and the Queen Walkers are waiting and watching with bated breath from their seats in Hamburg to see which team here will join them.
Could be one of the teams they're facing off here first on the stage. And we said already, INTZ is a returning team for us, a returning clan here to the qualifier in July. But if they're new to you, hear more about them.
Eu sou o Marinal, esse aqui é o Bernal, o Caetano, o Celinho e o God. Somos a INTZ. Eu me sinto privilegiado por estar aqui pela terceira vez, mas nosso foco é classificar esse mês, porque ficar vindo direto para cá já tá demais já. Sim, o que a gente acabou pecando no mês passado foram os layouts, e é isso daí que a gente trabalhou bastante para esse mês, vamos ver se eles vão segurar. O mais difícil pra gente, sem dúvida, é o Top F Japan, que a gente já perdeu para eles mês passado e, sem dúvida, eles são um excelente clã. O que inspira a gente a ser cada vez melhor e treinar e se dedicar é saber que tem jogadores melhores que nós e a gente quer chegar no nível deles e, sem dúvida, chegar até a primeira posição.
They said it already, Top of Japan is their toughest opponent, and it gets more and more stressful with every single time they try to qualify, and they're running out of chances now.
With Top of Japan, we have Takana, Waido, Ayase, Sturdom, and Toto.
INTZ return to the arena with Caetano, Celinho, Marinal, Bernal, and God.
Both teams desperately looking for their chance to finally get that golden ticket. They've both been here, both have been in the playoffs before. They know all the steps towards the World Championship stage, but they didn't manage so far to actually get that 1 golden ticket to go there. Any predictions for the first match?
I mean, Top of Japan did come in 2nd place in last month's qualifier, so they're going to be looking to get that #1 spot. It all comes down in this first matchup. They played in the playoffs last month. It's going to be exciting.
That's right, Carbon Fin. We are off to a killer start. These two clans are the most experienced from the whole 8-group lineup that we have here today. They are also the teams that said that each other are their single nemesis. I think that this is going to be the best match today, and I can't wait to get started.
Light your torches, burn down the building. We're ready for route number 1. It's INTZ versus Top of Japan.
This is the match that I've been looking forward to all day. Top of Japan versus INTZ. They have faced one another here in Poland before. Going to see what they're going to kick it off with. Sturdom of Top of Japan looks to be going in with the first attack.
That's right, Carbon Finn. Top of Japan was victorious in their previous matchup with INTZ, but they know that their opponents are not going to go down easily this time. INTZ, led by Marinol, has picked an absolute killer lineup, the 5 best players in his huge clan family. He races them up from amateur level to semi-pro level to the pro level they're at now. On the other hand, Top of Japan's Takana has made it to the playoff finals, lost a very close matchup last month against the Queen Walkers. This is going to be an insane match.
We are starting with the Baby Dragon at the top side. Town Hall is a little bit exposed at the bottom. Queen is going to be coming with her healers, and then we're going to be seeing those Hog Riders dropping the rage, but finds a Tessa, and the healers are being hit by the Tessa and the Archer Tower. Going to have to try to protect them as much as possible. Drops the poison to take out the enemy, a Lava Hound and the Pups. It's going to slow down the Queen a bit. Needs to protect the healers and try to charge in here with 2 Ice Golems.
This is a rough and rowdy start for this match. Sturdom is going in hard and fast to start things off here. This Queen Charge getting a lot of value. Those healers, though, taking quite a bit of damage early on. This is a relatively atypical Hog Rider setup, bringing 2 Ice Golems to try to protect them. Means a little bit less firepower, but a little bit more cushion for that pushing. Look out for the Queen, though. Soaks a giant bomb and barely survives, forcing out that early Queen ability from Sturdom.
We are seeing the Quad Quake open up this whole core. Going to let the Queen walk in and get that Eagle Artillery and take out the enemy Queen. And there's the Town Hall. It looks like the King's going to try to take it down. Already found the Tesla farm, but the Ice Golem is not getting any value on the wall on the top side, but the Queen goes down, and no longer can he take the enemy Queen out. He has to be safe and at least get this Town Hall down. Can save the Stone Slammer for it, but the Hogs have not been deployed yet. The Town Hall activates at 51%. But it's already activated as well since the King did damage it. And now he's going to move around and try to at least get that 2-star. But Woody, there's a new skin for that Warden.
Hey, look at that. He's rocking a boombox and looks like a big mic in place of the magical staff that he usually carries around. Will be an interesting addition to the game very soon in the next update, but Sturdom's got early access to it, scoring that 2nd star as the Town Hall goes down now and past 50%. He's trying to get as many buildings knocked down as possible, but he's used already all of his spells, only has 1 wizard left to try to help with the cleanup. I'm a bit worried that these multi-target Infernos are going to be too much for these Hogs to handle.
Woody, the multi-target Infernos are up. The enemy Queen is up. There's no way to take out the Queen. Doesn't have any skeleton spells to take care of her. And now he's going to be looking at least get the percentage. He's at 67. Wants to try to get to at least 70, but that King is going to protect it. Has 1 more wizard for cleanup to try to pick up a building or 2. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to get in the 70s. The Archer Tower will pick this final wizard off at the left side of your screen. We do have the 1 wizard down below, but there's the enemy King there. And he's going to finish, it looks like, at a 68% 2-star.
Firing away at this wall best he can. It looks like 68% is all he's going to manage to get. That King is here to defend the clan castle, and with a mighty swing of his sword, has defeated the enemy wizard.
And that's going to be the 2-star. The first hit of the day for Top of Japan. Hey, I mean, the pressure is on with that first attack. We are seeing the Hogs come in with the Stone Slammer on the left. Unfortunately, the Ice Golem goes to the top side cannon and doesn't get really too much value walking his way in. Things kind of went south when the Queen couldn't take out the enemy Queen and that Eagle Artillery. But we're going to try to see the next attack from INTZ if they can answer.
Says a quick prayer as he gets ready to launch his attack. Selinho, the 3-star clutch master from INTZ. You know, both of these teams, Carbon Finn, do not necessarily prefer to go for the high percentage attacks. They'd rather go for a lower percentage attack if it risks the possibility of maybe getting a 3-star. They'd be happier with a 70% 2-star that could have been a 3-star rather than just going for maybe a safe 2-star 85%.
They want to at least have the possibility of getting the 3-star to set them above. Remember, in this competition, it comes down to the number of stars, then percentage. It's not about winning the war, you just have to have more stars than the opponents in your group. The top 2 do advance. We're seeing the king walking up and around, gonna try to open this wall to let the queen step in to get the 2 air defenses, and he has a clone spell. More than likely wants to take out the enemy queen with that. So the queen's getting some nice value. Gonna try to create a funnel to set the balloons flying through this base.
Yeah, I'm noticing Selino is really targeting these air defenses early on. He's got 2 in that top compartment nice and early. Might even try to loop around to the top side to get some damage on that 3rd one there. He does have 2 lava hounds, so that suggests that he might be trying to protect both balloons from both of these air defenses, rather. He's got 31 balloons. In fact, a big assault force going to be coming in from the top, but he needs to get this crucial strike in against Eagle Artillery. That's the key target here on top of the Archer Queen right next to him.
That Lava Hound got pulled out from his queen stepping up. Otherwise, that Hound would never have come out and the E-Drags wouldn't have got stalled up on it, but he took it out nonetheless, so that's not a problem. The Eagle is down, getting some nice value, freezes the queen, has to take this queen out. The queen is almost going down. Can she go down for this final shot? And she does go down. That Town Hall is now activated. He's gonna fly right over it. He does still have an Earthquake. He could use it over the Town Hall to help damage it.
Interesting, but a really great start here for Selinho. Grabs both the Eagle Artillery and the enemy Archer Queen. That is an amazing start. Is going to use that Earthquake spell just to get a little bit more damage over there under the Town Hall. Drops it down for the 2nd star. Selinho now trying to get the 3rd. This is the way he's going to do it. Starts from the bottom left side of this base using the Lava Hound to try to soak damage from this air defense. He's got another Lava Hound kind of cruising in to help soak more damage for these balloons out back. They're really trying to stay away from those Wizard Towers and multi-target Infernos. That's what deals the most damage to these balloons, Carbonfin.
The balloons are moving it through. He has one more haste spell to use, and he has, look at all these balloons with a ground expo. They're cheering here, they're excited, and there's about 40 seconds, plenty of time. It's looking like a 3-star from INTZ to kick it off for their first attack here. 32 seconds, comes down to clean up. The minions are down, some of them are gonna get stuck on the enemy king there on the left, but he's got plenty of balloons on the right, and that is a 3-star Woody right there.
It's a beautiful balloon parade from Selinho. Still plenty of troops left to finish off this attack. A high hit point. Grand Warden signaling that he had that attack perfectly planned out.
It is nearly a replay of what we saw last month when INTZ once again started with a 3-star against Top of Japan. So is it a sign to come? Because last time it was Top of Japan staying on top, but this time it could be INTZ if they just keep going like that.
It's all about answering under pressure. We're seeing that the E-Drags got the beautiful value. There was no sweeper to push them back, using the free spells to take out that enemy queen with the E-Dragon. Tons of value led to that 3-star.
Not just the Queen and the Eagle, but chaining lightning onto a Wizard Tower and an Archer Tower as well. Anything that fires at air troops is going to be a key early target to take out, and the chain lightning was massively valuable in that last attack for Selinho, sending Sturdom back to the drawing board in terms of base construction.
We're kicking it off with Top of Japan. Takana coming in with the next hit. Hopefully he could try to answer. The pressure is on. Coming in with a Queen Charge Hogs. Usually we're seeing the Queen Charges either trying to get inside the base to remove the enemy Queen, taking out the Eagle, or if you're doing a Queen Walk, just walks all the way around the base, using the King on the left to help set the funnel. Drops a 1 wall breaker to test for those small bombs, because if he drops all the wall breakers, that small bomb can take all of them down, and that will be devastating. But he now looks like he's charging in.
Takana has spread out these buildings all around the edge of the base, makes it very hard for cleanup if they have to travel really far, so it's a great move there by Takana, rather, to counter Selinho's strategy of spreading out these buildings by kind of picking them off one by one on the outside. These minions and archers are getting fantastic value, just knocking down a lot of these outside unprotected buildings before the main stage of this attack comes in.
The Lava Hound is coming out of the clan castle with 10 archers, still has his poison spell. We do have 1 minion. Typically we're seeing 1 minion come down when the Lava Hound pops, and you drop the 1 minion to help clean up those pups around so the queen can get through these pretty quickly, and now she's going to move her way to this multi-target Inferno. Has to remove the enemy queen because the queen will start targeting the Hogs, and the Hogs will not fight back.
This Queen Charge is deadly, Carbonfin. Takana is getting great value, stabbing right into the heart of the space, now going directly for the clan castle, a really high hit point building. trying to defend there, but the Queen on defense doesn't engage until the Archer Queen from Takana gets a little bit closer. She's popping down so many walls in the center, giving great value to help out these Hog Riders as they make their way into the base.
Noticing that the Hogs and the Queen are not even near this Town Hall, meaning he's got to save that Stone Slammer to go for this Town Hall. You're going to see potentially maybe 1, 2 balloons coming in from the down south to see if it can pull from any seeking air mines. The Queen is still in the core. She is not going for that Eagle, but going for the wall. Pops the Grand Warden and Eternal Tome. Has to make sure that Town Hall goes down to secure the 2-star, but this is looking pretty strong. Queen is still up, doesn't have her ability, finds a Tornado Trap. Now she's going to help on the Town Hall, and we're going to have some Hog Riders spinning around over the Town Hall, but there is still that multi-target Inferno on the top side. Drops that final rage for the Queen in the core.
That'll help the healers get her back up to full. You know, those Hog Riders took a lot of Giant Bomb hits along the outside, trying to keep them topped off with heal spells. Just didn't work this time for Takana. It was a great 3-star attempt, and he got very, very close. This Queen Walk still going in strong through the center of the base, but just a few too many defenses still left up with 85% and a Queen down. It looks like Takana might be able to pass that 90% threshold, hopping off a few more enemy structures here, but 3 stars seems just out of reach, Carbon Fin.
He's looking to get as much percentage as possible. This Grand Warden has so much range, and it's level 40. It has so much DPS as well. That Wizard's going to go down. He does reach at least 90, and the time expires right there. So a 2-star 90% for Top of Japan, answering their first attack, which was a 2-star 68%.
Yeah, it's an impressive pickup for Top of Japan. They're moving higher and higher now in that average destruction percentage, but facing up against an opponent who scored a 3-star strike in their very first attack, INTZ will continue to hold the lead in this game, but can they keep that momentum going?
It's going to come down to these next attacks. The pressure is on. If they can answer, the first attack was the 3-star. Zatano was also, he did get a 3-star in their previous match versus Top of Japan last month in the playoffs. So can he answer right now for INTZ?
INTZ really has this hit or miss sort of approach to these bases. Sometimes they just walk away with, you know, just 10 or 11 stars, and other times they've been able to 3-star 4 out of their 5 attacks. They have a really high hit rate when the going goes well. If they've just found the little cracks in this base, the little chink in the armor, they should be able to put another 3 up on the board and really challenge Top of Japan, which typically comes away with 11 and 12-star hits through their matches.
It does. This attack we're seeing is a P.E.K.K.A. smash. He does have 4 P.E.K.K.A.s, 10 bowlers. He's going to use this jump spell and rages to get through the base, and he does have the wall wrecker as well. Want to help charge in and then having the jump lead over to the back end, but pulls out the typical CC that we're seeing nowadays is a Lava Hound to help slow up the Queen charging into bases, drops the poison to help take out the balloons. Are we going to see a minion? There it is, but it goes to the army camp. We're seeing the minion not go for the lava pup, so the Queen's going to be slowed down a little bit more there.
That's right. Those healers are going to take a little bit of damage as well. Might be a bit difficult for them to stay up if they wound up running into an air bomb or something like that later on. But the main thrust of the attack is now going in. The wall wrecker very close to this town hall already, going to crack through a couple outer layers of this defense to give these P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers an easy shot at the town hall and to continue along the top side of this map.
Unfortunately, the Queen had to pop her ability early. You don't want to do that until the last moment you have to. You want to try to save the Queen ability for the end of the raid if necessary, but you had to keep the Queen alive. There's the jump spell. But is there anything leading into this Eagle compartment? They do. They break the wall. Now they can jump into the next multi-target Inferno. The Queen can reach over the wall. Still has 1 more freeze and 3 balloons to try to fly through the rest. He's going to be very patient to see where all the troops go.
He's lost 1 P.E.K.K.A., but those Queen, that Queen on attack still has a lot of taking out in front of her. The healers are unfortunately distracted now, going over to Ice Golem and P.E.K.K.A.s instead, and it looks like the Queen just lost out a little bit early, that free spell going down to try to keep her up a bit longer to get some shots off against the Inferno Tower. I'm worried now, Carbon Fin, that even though there's still quite a few troops along the top side, that they won't be able to get into those compartments along the bottom. These balloons going to help out a little bit against this Tesla farm up top, but they zap really hard and deal a ton of damage in a very short amount of time. Looks like Keitano's attempt at 3 stars is going to end up a bit dry.
Yeah, there's a lot of compartments here that the P.E.K.K.A.s are just going to completely walk around this base. At least it's in the 70s, might get into the 80s, it looks like. Still good, still higher the percentage than the Top of Japan with their attacks, so you still want to be higher on percent as well as the stars. The P.E.K.K.A.s are moving through. The Ice Golem freezes. Remember, the Ice Golem, when it freezes the death, it freezes all the defenses around that area. Not only when it dies, but also when it finds a spring trap, it will also do the freezing effect.
Oh, very interesting. I like that. Yeah, even if it goes down and out and gets sprung off the map, it's still going to leave that little blizzard effect along the ground.
It will. It will. It's very helpful, especially trying to freeze the defenses around in that area, but still a 85% 2-star right there.
After 2 attacks on both sides, INTZ keeps the lead here with an early 3-star on the first attack. We also got an update for Group A, but keep in mind, MCES and the match NOVAMaoDou, they're already 4 attacks in the match, so each. That's why they got more stars, and MCES also achieved 1 3-star already backstage. So it seems like these guys are on a run already.
That's right. Linade was the one who scored that 3-star hit. MCES, the French clan, still ahead 1 star against NOVAMaoDou. Well, let's take a look at this replay real quick here. Caetano's early attack against the Town Hall. Claimed the 2nd star really quick and early here, Carbon.
The push through the core of this base, unfortunately, he had to pop that Queen ability early, and he didn't have it towards the back end. Now, Top of Japan is looking to answer to try to get their first 3-star of the day. The 3rd attack for them coming in. Wado is looking to go in. I'm going to be curious to see what type of attack he's coming in with.
Yeah, he's a master of rush tactics, says that miners are his favorite troop. He says that the entire clan strategy, though, for Top of Japan is to spread out separate ground strategists and sky specialists. So the fact that we have a little bit of both on both sides gives Wado the opportunity to move in directly for his specialty on the ground. Expect to see miners from him. He also competed in the May qualifier last month. He was very close to making it as well, so he's had a lot of experience up here on the stage. I think that we'll be launching into this attack very soon, and here we go.
We're seeing the Mass Hog Skelly strategy. 2 skeleton spells, 44 Hog Riders, count them right there. Dropping the balloon, some Hogs to create a funnel on the right there, create a little bit of funnel on the left as well. And then he's gonna try to charge in and try to get some value. Pulls out the defending Lava Hound. And might end up seeing Lava Hounds in every single one of these clan castles, or we might see one of them with a dragon to throw the enemy off.
Yeah, there's a solid shot at it. That Lava Hound just has a ton of hit points, and when it pops the pups out, they can deal quite a bit of damage to the healers if there's a Queen Walk moving in to take out the CC. As we saw from the very last attack, those pups taking that healer down to about half hit points, so it's a great stall tactic for defense and gives lots of opportunities for your defensive structures to kind of fire away at the attackers while they're distracted.
Yes, the King and the Queen now are following in. That Queen unfortunately got stuck on the Lava Hound, so she has to try to pick off these pups as she's moving in. The King is going as well, but that P.E.K.K.A. is going to help take down that Town Hall. Out comes the Archers. Doesn't have the poison spell anymore, used it, so he's going to have to get through these Archers 1 at a time. Still has this Queen ability. Can this Queen reach over the wall and grab that enemy Queen? If that happens, that's huge value, but has to pop the Queen ability early, and now the Hogs are coming down.
I'm a bit worried about Wado's Queen charge in here. He really needs to take out the enemy Queen, but she's a bit distracted. Finally gets the retarget on, but doesn't finish her off. You know, we've seen 3 Hog Rider attacks so far from Top of Japan, so expect to see a similar sort of strategy being used in this attack here. He's holding on to those heal spells. As always, they pair really well with Hog Riders since they move relatively fast, and you want to keep them at high hit points, dodging giant bombs and bomb towers whenever they run into them.
He still has the 2 more heals actually. Drop the skeleton spells early. Look at the value from that freeze. 2 expos and a multi-target Inferno, but the Skellies were dropped too early, meaning they can't group up and take out the Queen, and she's going to be firing on the Hogs. There's 1 Tessa over on the 3 o'clock side, and unfortunately it's looking like the Queen is going to slowly pick these Hogs off. Has some Wizards on the top side, clean up still, hopefully trying to get more percentage, but the Hogs are now gone, and that heal is not going to heal anything up. He's in the 60% range right there. Can he reach in the 70s?
Might be able to. A lot of undefended buildings along the top right side of the space, and still has quite a bit of firepower from these Wizards to help a little bit with the cleanup, but unfortunately, yeah, that 3-star is not going to happen this time. This is why it's so crucial, Carbon Fin, to take out that enemy Archer Queen early on when you're launching a Hog Rider raid. She can deal a ton of damage on defense, and especially because the Hog Riders only target defensive buildings, they'll just ignore her and take the shots while they're continuing on their path.
That can be devastating if you leave the Queen up in a raid. He had the skeleton spells to come and try to take her down, but unfortunately they were all picked off before the Skellies can group up and overwhelm the Queen. Reaching about a 75 is pretty much what we're looking at, the average 2-star, but there it is for Top of Japan, another 2-star, 75%.
Well done there. We're expecting to maybe see some aerial attacks later from Top of Japan. Lovers of the lava loons, especially Ayase later on. But INTZ is going to hold on to their lead for now, and it's their turn to try to return fire and keep the pace against Top of Japan, the team that beat them last month. They're ahead right now, but it's going to take a lot of chutzpah to keep them on that path. Next up, we have God. This is a great player. He's someone who recently joined the INTZ team on the pro scene last month, performed really well, but he's a bit of a wild card. Flies by the seat of his pants. He's completely unpredictable. He's brought a Lava Hound and Balloon army this time to support this Queen Charge. Expect to either see a glorious 3-star, or if something goes wrong at the beginning, maybe fizzle out to just a low percentage 2-star.
Yes, he's coming in with the Queen Charge Lalo. I used to see him coming in with the Queen Charge Hogs in the previous qualifier, but he's switching it up, loving the air attacks with 4 earthquakes. Gonna try to open up the 10-tile radius now. Since we have that update to the earthquakes, it opens up a huge value to the base. Hopefully these healers don't transfer off to the King. Let's see if the King can stay out of range. He does, but the Queen is under 3 expos right now, but she's not going inside the base, and it looks like she's walking down unless she does actually move in.
She's going back in. She can go her own way, but can't she stay up with so many expos firing away at her? She's into the top compartment, exactly where God wanted her to go, and with just enough time left to fire away at the enemy Queen, pull the CC out, this might be the crucial strike that God needed early on in this hit to get these Lava Hound Balloon follow-up to go where he needs them to go.
But unfortunately, the multi-target Inferno is reaching and hitting the healers, so he's going to lose the healers early and already use that Queen ability. This will still be valuable if he removes this Eagle Artillery. If he can't remove it, that's going to be devastating, and that Sweeper is covering the Town Hall, and the Eagle stays up, unfortunately.
This is still a really decent start to this raid. Didn't manage to get the Eagle Artillery, but he does take out the enemy Queen, so that was the key target. The secondary target didn't go down, but we've seen God be able to pull off these attacks before and still claim a 3-star, even when things don't necessarily go right immediately at the beginning. If he can keep that Eagle Artillery from firing on too many balloons at once, he still has a chance to make this happen, Carbon Fin.
Be careful. He's hoping that a balloon damages this Town Hall, otherwise it's not going to activate. He needs to get to 51% so he can target the Town Hall. He's taking his time, and he needs to use that Grand Warden and Eternal Tome. He's at 46%. This is going to be close. Can he get to 51? Some air skellies. If one balloon goes down and damages the Town Hall with the death damage, it will activate it. It's not there yet. There it is. He pops the Warden Eternal Tome, but there's a tornado trap with a rage to be able to take it down. But hopefully that will at least get the 2-star. The balloons are going to get so much damage from that Giga Bomb.
Wow, as expected, God has completely shattered our expectations. Had a beautiful plan for this base, but I think came a little bit short early on with that Queen Charge, and then the follow-up, that Lava Hound is kind of wandering out away from the balloons a bit too far, not really giving them the coverage that they needed. It looks like we're going to see a relatively low percentage 2-star hit from him today. INTZ will retain their lead, and I expect to see a 3-star hit later on from God, maybe later today, but not this time, Carbon Fin.
Not going to get it. He's going to fall up short. Unfortunately, the healers got in range of that multi, and he lost the healers there. He wanted the Queen to take out that Eagle and potentially the Town Hall. It would have been a ton of value if he was able to do it, but the Eagle stays up.
3 attacks for both sides. That's the first time that an INTZ attack is weaker than the side of Top of Japan. This could be one of those crucial moments where an entire match just takes different turns here.
We're going to have 2 more attacks from Top of Japan to come in here, and we have 2 more as well from INTZ. INTZ's got the 1 3-star of this whole match, and Toto of Top of Japan is looking to answer to try to get a 3-star of their own.
Toto loves playing with goblins. He's also a music lover, so I gotta presume he misses the rains down in Africa. He's gonna be playing once again here today, having already competed in the March and April qualifiers, and as a champion from the WPL, the official Japanese Clash of Clans League.
Toto is looking to come in with 5 healers, a Queen Charge Hog attack on God. And we see this kind of almost symmetrical base with a multi at the top side. On the left and right, but the Eagle is in the core. We're seeing a ground expo on the left side, kind of protecting the Queen, so if he's going to charge in, he does have that wall wrecker. No wall breakers. Let's see where this Queen ends up going, trying to keep these healers away from the multi-target Inferno, because if it's in range, you'll lose them pretty quickly.
It's pretty surprising to me that for the 4th attack in a row, Top of Japan has brought Hog Riders once again. I guess they think that INTZ, since they love playing Balloon so much, has built bases that are kind of weak to ground defenses. Haven't seen them crack that 3-star yet. Ooh. Carbon Fin.
Ooh, the Queen went down there. Unfortunately, his Queen got traded for the enemy Queen, and that is huge. Now he's going to have the Hogs try to come in, but he's not near 51%. The Queen didn't get too much value. Had to pop Queen ability early, unless that was an accidental press of the Queen ability there. Having some Hogs. You can see he's just dropping everything all around this base so he can get the percentage, and then the Town Hall will activate, because he needs to guarantee the 2-star, because a 1 would be devastating.
It would, and it's not looking good to start things off here. Carbon Fin missing that crucial Queen charge over on the left side of the base, losing his Queen to the enemy Queen is not a good start at all. He needs to get to that 51% overall damage in order to get that Town Hall activated, but he ought to be able to get the 2-star without too much trouble here. Still facing down the enemy CC, but the Lava Hound doesn't deal a whole lot of damage. We can say that the Lava Hound is kind of counterfeited based on the fact that Toto's using a ground attack. However, that Baby Dragon is going to cause quite a bit of trouble, deal splash damage, and so if those Hogs are grouped up, it can dish out a ton of damage.
Yeah, if that Baby Dragon moves away from the Lava Hound, it will get raged up by itself, because if it's near any air troops, it's not as powerful, but when it's solo, it gets twice as strong, and the Hogs are trying to get some more percentage. Still a 67% 2-star. He's trying to get some more percent. Unfortunately, he's going to fall short. 67. I mean, the lowest attack we've seen today on stream was the 68% 2-star, so this will actually just be 1 percentage point lower than those.
A 2-star 67%. Struggling to keep this team in the game. Top of Japan has yet to get the 3-star strike that they need in order to stay competitive against INTZ. God's defense is holding up this time just by the skin of his teeth up there on the very top. That Archer Queen taking out the enemy Queen, and the defensive Grand Warden just barely surviving with maybe a couple hit points left.
Marinol of INTZ is looking to be the next attacker here. We're going to be interested to see, are we going to see some Lalo or a P.E.K.K.A. Smash? We've already seen 2 air attacks from INTZ, a Sui Lalo and a Queen Charge Lalo, followed up with a P.E.K.K.A. Smash. So it's going to be curious. We've been seeing quite a bit of Hogs from Top of Japan, and this one is a Queen Charge Lalo attack.
Bernal is moving in now. He's got the Queen Charge, just like you mentioned, Carbon Fin. He says that his superpower is perfect control of his Queen Walk. We've seen it before. He often gets amazing value from this Queen throughout the entirety of the raid. If this Queen survives for more than a minute and a half, I gotta say, this is very likely gonna be a 3-star. Bernal knows how to get maximum value from her, and he might just have cracked this base from Ayase. Let's see how she goes.
Dropping the wall breakers to break that wall open right there. Beautiful value. Still has the Stone Slammer, drops a Rage, drops 1 balloon. If you're curious why he dropped 1, it's to test for some Seeking Air Mines, and there it is. He finds 1, so the healers don't pull it, and they stay alive. That's a huge value if you're able to actually find 1. And these are fresh attacks, meaning you get only 1 try on these bases. Pulls the Lava Hound archers out of the clan castle, easily gets through him with the poison spell. Is he going to drop that minion to help clean up? Nope, drops 1 archer, and he's going to try his best to maybe get to this Eagle Artillery, but the Queen is over there as well.
That's a sign to me that Bernal knows exactly how many army camp space he can commit to each side of this attack. Using a freeze spell now, doesn't catch the enemy Queen. Bit of a misplay there, but fortunately for Bernal, the Queen actually hadn't even engaged in the battle yet. Looks like his Queen will be able to win the exchange there with a late freeze spell. Not getting a whole lot of value out of that yet either, but still is checking off all the boxes that he needs to here with his Archer Queen still charging in. She's going to take down another wall and might be able to get in against that Eagle Artillery.
Queen is going to grab the Eagle Artillery right here, plus the King will take out the Town Hall, meaning he can not only use the Warden with the air and the Lalo part, but the Stone Slammer and as well. The Queen stays up through the core here, pops her ability, and the balloons are flying through here. It's looking like a ton of value. Still has the Grand Warden Eternal Tome, and that will last for 7 seconds. That's huge.
That's exactly where Bernal would want to encounter those Teslas early on, manages to take them down using those balloons nice and fast. He's going to continue pushing in with that Eternal Tome ability, keeping all these balloons topped off nice and healthy. That Wizard Tower getting no shots off against these high hit point balloons. He did lose his Archer Queen a little bit earlier than expected maybe, but is still on the path to 3 stars. Lots of cheers and high fives from the INTZ side of the map. It looks like this could be 3 stars, Carbon Finn.
He's moving in with the haste spell right there. The balloons are going. Look at him, looking at the camera. All the balloons come out. They're celebrating. It's looking like a 3-star from INTZ. They're going to be able to clean it up, and I don't know how many balloons. That's a balloon parade. If I could see one as well, that's it. They're going to be able to clean up that easily. Bernal of INTZ going to be getting the 3-star for them here.
A little twist of his mustache, the mischievous wink at the camera. Congratulations, Bernal.
That is what we call revenge, I would say. Top of Japan took the last match when those teams met here on stage, and now INTZ is in a great position. 2 3-stars and only 1 attack left for Top of Japan.
He broke this base up beautifully, letting the Queen charge into the base and using the King, and that's the problem. If you put the Town Hall on the outside and you don't put any traps there, the King can get through it no problem, and that's a ton of value that you're opening your base up to. And now we're taking a look at Group A with MCES finishing with 12 stars, 94.2. They're going over NOVAMaoDou, which only ended up getting 10 stars in that war.
That is an incredible average destruction percentage. 94.2% might be some of the highest that we've seen from almost any war. I think INTZ has exceeded them just by a bit when they got 14 stars last month, but 94.2% bodes very well for MCES going on later into this match. Now remember, this is not going to be a nail in the coffin for Top of Japan. Even if they don't manage to win this war here, we do have to measure their stars across the entire group performance, but if they don't manage to get a 3-star here, they will be falling behind their competitors. Group A is going to be very difficult to move on to the playoffs from, so let's see if Ayase's got it in him. He's a Lava Loon expert, and that's what he's going to be playing with here today, Carbon Finn.
Rest of Top of Japan has been going in with Hog Riders, and Ayase is going in with the Sui Lalo. He does have the blimp. It might be the first time we're seeing the blimp being used today. Nice use of the free spell right there. Didn't have to drop a test wall breaker because the King walked up and around, and the King would have pulled any small bombs in that area, so he was able to save one nonetheless. The King pops his ability, Queen gets out that multi to help create a funnel inside this base, but he doesn't have anything to take out the enemy Queen unless there's something in that blimp.
What could be in there? He's holding on to it a little bit longer. He's going to send it in right now. It does target right onto the Town Hall, so it will be crossing across, around the entire map. He's going to deploy it early, though, and with an Electro Dragon and some balloons, he should be able to get a few more defensive structures down, pulls the CC out as well, and it's got a ton of archers in it. And
look at all those archers, and there's a witch in there as well, and the enemy Queen will not go down. Now he's got to at least try to get that 2-star. Grand Warden is flying over this Town Hall, drops the Earthquake to ensure it's activated, drops the freeze, freezes it. Everything's moving in, should at least get this safe 2-star here for Top of Japan. Pops that Grand Warden Eternal Tome, but the Queen is still up in the raid. He wanted that Electric Dragon to take out the enemy Queen unless he can overwhelm this base, and the balloons split perfectly. That Queen is going to pick off these balloons one at a time.
That's right, Carbon Finn. That Queen almost still at full hit points, just did not get targeted at all by the Electro Dragon that Ayase sent in. That was a crucial misstep early on in this attack. Still, nevertheless, is going to get a very high percentage 2-star hit. That Archer Queen in the center might just be one of the few remaining defenses left here. Looks like he's actually going to be able to pass 90%, so an impressive follow-up from Ayase. The last attack here from Top of Japan. The Lava Loon expert is actually also a YouTuber, so if you are into Japanese YouTube in Clash of Clans, make sure to go give him a follow and check him out, and we'll hope to see him perform once again later on today.
He's trying to pass about 90, 91%, 47 seconds left. Every percentage point matters. Top of Japan's top hit was from Takana with a 2-star, 90%. And that was with Queen Charge Hog, so he's trying to beat that just by 1 percentage point, and he still has 33 seconds. Oh no, it locks onto the King, not the King platform. Remember, in raids, you actually do not have to take out the enemy heroes. You just have to destroy all the buildings, and the heroes can still be up at the end of the raid, and it'll still count as a 3-star.
Okay. Well, you'll notice that there's still also a lava pup over there on the left side taking out that elixir storage. Just out of range of the Grand Warden, you can see the shadow of that lava pup identifying where that unit is located on the map. So even though it looks like he's inside that Grand Warden's targeting aura, he's actually just a little bit outside, takes down the elixir storage and gets finished off.
That is the top hit for Top of Japan here in the first match. You can see them not happy with the performance right there, but hey, it's not over. Still have another 2 wars to try to make up the star difference. We've been seeing, what, 2 triples from INTZ. There was another 2 triples in the previous war behind, and he's Ayase just coming in with the balloons, but that queen never goes down in the base. E-Drag, unfortunately, never takes her out.
I gotta say, there are some teams that focus on construction, there are some teams that focus on destruction. Top of Japan was definitely one that focused on construction. They have very difficult bases to crack. The fact that INTZ has a 50% hit rate against them is extremely impressive. Marinal, the leader of this Brazilian clan, has got one more chance to try to get another 3-star hit and close this thing out with a win.
We're seeing a Suilalo drops the 1 wall breaker at the top to test for the small bombs. You're going to use this free spell on the multi-target Inferno, possibly also that Expo to help the wall breakers get in. There it is, actually on the Archer Tower. You're dropping 4 wall breakers to ensure they open. It only requires 3 max wall breakers to break a level 13 wall right there. You just put 1 in there extra just to be safe. Drops the Stone Slammer as well, pops Queen ability pretty early, and now that Stone Slammer is moving into this air defense. There is no sweeper pushing it back, so whatever's in there could take out the enemy Queen.
This is a move that the pros call the full lava loon. They're not going to commit too many resources to the heroes early on. They just need to take out a few key defensive structures here. With the enemy Archer Queen down, that is what Marinal was looking for with this Electro Dragon. He just needs to finish off this Eagle Artillery, and 3 stars could be in his future.
If you guys didn't notice, nothing came out of that clan castle, meaning that clan castle only targets air or ground troops, and it could possibly be a Lava Hound and 2 balloons. Drops the Earthquake, maybe a little early, it's going to do some damage there, but the Grand Warden is going to try to fly over here, pops his Eternal Tome, saves some of the balloons, moving in, freezes the bottom multi and air defense, gets a ton of value. Could this possibly be another triple for INTZ? Has 1 more freeze and a haste spell.
It looks like it to me, Carbon Finn. He's fully counterfeited that clan castle. No defensive troops coming out of it. The downside, though, is he did just lose his Grand Warden, and he still has quite a few defensive splash structures. Using that free spell at the perfect timing, though, he's going to keep that Inferno Tower out of commission. It's going to start burning up, though, as that free spell wears off, and this could be very close, but might not get the 3.
He finds the Tesla farm there, unfortunately, which helped take down the balloons, but still in the 70%, trying to pick off as much percentage as possible and get in the 80s. But the minions are up there. Are the minions on the left side over by the King, but they're stuck on the King. They're trying to get through those storages and those buildings, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like it, and that Tesla farm really messed it up over there.
It sure did. Still, INTZ is ahead. They've won the war. Marinal's got to be very proud of his teammates here for coming out on top against what might be their most difficult matchup in this group, but they do have some really difficult opponents still left. The #1 global team on the Clan War League's leaderboards, and the newcomer, which scored 12 stars of their own in their first war, MCES at the end.
And that is going to be it. But INTZ still looking, as we can see at the top right, MCS coming with 12 stars. And this is going to add 2 more stars for INTZ. And with their 2 triples, puts them at 12. Trying to get as much percentage, but there's that storage, pretty much full health. Only 5 seconds left. INTZ doing a great performance right there and getting the win with 12 stars.
Brazil is back. INTZ with a great start into day 1 of our July Qualifier. They've taken down Top of Japan, redeemed themselves after the playoffs last month, and with that, they're in the lead currently after a bang.
INTZ got the revenge right here in this first match. This was the match that I was looking forward to all day, and INTZ coming in and gets the 3 stars, the 2 of them here, and we're seeing the E-Drag in that last attack and quite a bit of value over the Queen, and nothing coming out of that clan castle.
You know, Carmen Finn, I was definitely thinking that Top of Japan was the favorite in this matchup, having defeated INTZ in the past. They perform at a very consistent rate, almost always putting down at least 11 stars, sometimes even getting up to the 12, and with perfect defense, they very rarely had any opponents crack that 11 star threshold against them, but with a 12-star hit against them this time, INTZ has done what seemed to be very unlikely and edged ahead.
They are used to getting the 3 stars in the wars here. They've gotten 14 before. They're getting 12. They're going to be looking to add a few more in the upcoming wars because they are going to be on stage for the next 2 wars for you guys to watch. I'm excited to see what they're going to come in with. Maybe some more air attacks, maybe switch it up for some ground, but we're going to find out, talk with them. Renee is ready over the couch with the interview.
That's right, I'm over here with Bernal from INTZ, and what a first match to start of the day. You guys had to go up against the enemy that took you out last time in the playoffs, last month. Was it something that got you especially nervous, and now you feel relieved after the win?
Então, vocês tiveram aqui que encarar um adversário que no mês passado foi responsável por vocês terem saído da competição. Vocês ficaram nervosos antes dessa partida contra eles?
Não, eu acredito que a gente estava tranquilo, e agora a gente está um pouco mais tranquilo ainda por ter conseguido essa vitória, então eu tô bem feliz.
Okay. So actually, we weren't worried. I think we were very calm, and we feel even better now after this victory.
Ice cold victory there. 2 3 stars you did in that match. You will stay here on stage. Do you think now you can ride that wave? You can build up a streak and maybe even win a second one live here on stage?
Então você acha que depois de ter conseguido 2 vezes 3 estrelas agora na partida, vocês vão continuar aqui no cenário, fazendo os ataques? Você acha que consegue melhorar, consegue cada vez mais 3 estrelas até chegar em um perfect?
Sim, esse é o nosso objetivo. Acredito que a gente tem total condições de vencer as outras 2 e nos classificar.
Okay, so this is our goal. I think we believe we can win the next 2 matches and to qualify.
We'll see. Thanks, Bernal, for the interview. And with that, we had our first match of today. And INTZ will definitely bring us more insight on how INTZ took down top of Japan.
Yeah, they used some amazing strategies, especially this one from Zelinho was an insane attack because it did went as planned. And I think at this point, the really, really good players are beginning to shine because they know how to react. They know how to react if something is going wrong. And he did that perfectly. He tried to make sure that his king is walking around nearly the entire base on the right side. And as soon as the king cleared all of the outside buildings of this base, he knows how to drop his queen, how to make sure that his queen is actually going inside. Because with the queen going inside of the space, he can make sure that he's getting a lot of stuff out of the way. Like this entire section of the space will be gone after that. This means 2 air defense out of the way. When you're doing a lava loon attack, which is always a nice thing, especially with the follow-up, what he is doing, and this is going to be the Stone Slammer. He's testing with Loon whether there are any black mites to make sure that his Slammer is staying more healthy, and then he's trying to get the Slammer inside of the base because both of the sweepers are pointing towards the other side of the space, which means it's super valuable. The only thing, and that's the point where this attack goes a bit wrong, is that his queen is surviving too long, and this means the Lava Hound is coming out of the enemy CC. But since there's no damage behind this eagle shooting at his troops, the troops will survive for ages, kill the Lava Hound safely, and then his Electro Dragons can do their thing, get rid of the enemy queen. He's freezing them, freezing the queen and the eagle really nicely to make sure to get rid of the eagle and the queen. And now just watch this Lalo pathing. Like, only this part of the base is still standing, which is always a huge thing if you're talking about Lalo. If you can make sure that your Levaloon and your troops can stay close together, those spells becoming really, really valuable to use. And what he's doing, he's using the Earthquake to make sure that the Town Hall is getting activated and the Loons can target it. And with all of the ground expos, it's super easy for him to make sure to get the triple in the end. And this is how INTZ won this war. So let's get back to René and the guys at the desk.
Thanks, Itsu, and I have to say sorry to all the INTZ guys out there, all the fans, which obviously Marianol, not Bernal. That was my mistake there, but guys, can they have that streak now? We talked about that. They seem to be confident. Will it happen? Will they get the second match as well?
I absolutely think they can. They are definitely capable of doing it. They have the experience. They've been here 3 times in a row now. I'm excited to see what they're going to do next.
I've got to say the answer is yes for me. Also, the fact that they got 12 stars in their first war against maybe their most difficult opponent bodes very well for their next war as well.
At 12-12, that's the current lead of Group A. INTZ took the first win, but now they've got a new enemy, and it's NOVAMaoDou.
Hello， 大家好，我们是 NOVAMaoDou，然后我是 Terry， 这位是伯爵 Alan， 这位是 YY， 然后这位是小钢枪 Minigun， 还有一位白兔还没有抵达。这次我们是因为为了能获得这张来到线下赛的门票，我们首先在打法上进行很多创新，因为在上个版本的更新以后也新增了很多元素，比如说地震还有更高等级的英雄，那么这在打法上就给了我们更多的一些思路。然后再者就是在阵型上，我们也不拘泥于像传统的一些设计风格，这样子的话会有更多的一些针对对于某些流派会有更多针对性的防守。我觉得我们最大的敌人就是我们自己，因为像这种比赛，我们每一个队伍都有非常强的实力，所以只要我们去做好自己，打出我们应有的实力就没有问题了。为了能够进入这个预选赛，其实每个月都在不断的尝试。那么这个月是很幸运的，我们得到了这样的机会。
There might be their worst own enemy, but they're also coming off a loss against MCES. So let's see what they can do now.
We're kicking off with NOVAMaoDou, with Terry, Minigun, YY, Baitu, and Alan.
On the other side, INTZ bringing back Caetano, Silino, Marinol, Bernal, and God.
Another important step on the way to the playoffs for both teams. See, obviously INTZ coming off that win, NOVAMaoDou coming off a loss. But we know, as it's always about the stars here in the group stage, not direct elimination, it's still an open door to the playoffs for both of them.
No, it's not. It's coming down to these matches. I'm going to be excited to see what NOVAMaoDou can do, because they were actually the #1 clan in the Clan War Leagues, but they're sending the 5 players here to represent them. It's going to be exciting.
INTZ performs very well in the group stage of this qualifier. They have always been able to advance to the playoffs. The past few months, they've seen lots of success in the first day. MaoDou has also been here before, as we've noted. They've made it to the big stage as well once again here, because they were the clan with the #1 ranking on the Clan War League leaderboards. A lot of really deep roster support to help them out here.
Yeah, but when we checked the roster, actually, there's 5 new names on them. So it's definitely experience is on the side of INTZ versus NOVAMaoDou, but we don't know if that will pay off or not. Here's round number 2, NOVAMaoDou versus INTZ.
And INTZ is looking to continue their hot streak and get some more 3 stars. They got 2 to kick it off. And now we're going to be taking a look at Silino. He's going to be coming in with the next attack. His first attack was a Sui Alalo, and he got that 3-star versus Top of Japan.
On the other side, NOVAMaoDou, new to the stage, but with a #1 global rank by their name. They have got some of the best base builders in the game on their side, and you know that they've all been strategizing, talking, trying to figure out what exactly is going to stop INTZ, known for being very expert with their balloon attacks. In fact, in their previous war, 4 of their 5 attacks were lava loon hits, so if NOVAMaoDou has prepared against those aerial attacks, they might be able to hold up here.
We're going to be very curious to see what he's coming in with. He's preparing, he's looking over the base, he has the army ready, and he's ready to come in with a bit of 43 Hog Riders, so he's switching up. He goes from air, now he goes to ground. He does have 2 skeleton spells to help take down the enemy queen.
Going to be very helpful at getting some damage in against those enemy heroes. He's also got 2 poison spells, a bit atypical for this sort of setup. You usually would expect to see lots of heal spells. We do actually see 4 heal spells, but the fact that he's brought 2 poisons and 2 skeleton spells means that he is going to be very sure to take out that enemy queen and give these Hogs plenty of wiggle room to make it into the space.
He was lucky enough that Seeking Air Mine didn't continue to fly all the way to the baby dragons. I'm sure you guys at home have had that happen before. You're flying and you pull a Seeking Air Mine, flies all the way across the base, either goes to your healers or goes to another troop that you can't afford to take the damage. But now he drops the wall breakers to get in, and hopefully the queen can help take out the town hall with her charge in here and her ability.
No healers to support her, but she deals a ton of damage on her own, and with that Royal Cloak ability can hide in the shadows and let the archers that she summons take a little bit of the damage before going on to her next target. Finds a skeleton trap, and just as soon as she locks onto that Town Hall, expect to see her ability. There it is! Perfect timing there from Silino.
The Town Hall is about to go down. He's trying to create a path for the Hogs to move around. Is he going to drop them towards the Eagle so he doesn't take too much damage? No, he's dropping him on the complete opposite side. And there is the Grand Warden with that new skin. I am still getting used to that right there. The Stone Slammer coming on the top side finds the Tessa, but at least it's distracting that Wizard Tower, so the Hogs don't take damage, but it looks like the Hogs on the left side have definitely faded out. Drop some more in, but the Skellies are now on the Queen and the Grand Warden. Unfortunately, he actually doesn't get hit there. The Queen looks to go down, but he's going to have to at least pop that Grand Warden Eternal Tome, and there it is, moving through. But things kind of wiped out and got cleared out pretty quickly. What happened there, Woody?
He took a lot of damage in a very short amount of time, encountering many giant bombs along the periphery of the left side of the space, taking a few shots there from the Archqueens as well. He did have those skeleton spells and poison spells to neutralize the clan castle there and just kind of letting that enemy Lava Hound float around in the skies, not having to worry about it. But those Hog Riders just took an absolute beating in a very short amount of time. I think that is ultimately going to leave Selinho short of the 3-star, but with a very high percentage to come away with.
The Hogs actually managed to get a lot more percentage and buildings down than I thought. It looked like they were pretty much gone, but had a few left. I think he was forced to use those heal spells early. And the problem is, if you have the Hogs all over the base, you would like to have them group up and move together in a wave so all the Hogs can get affected by the heal spell together instead of spreading them out, and so they can group up and do as much damage as possible. And that's going to be the 2-star, 76%. And let's see if he's going to try to get as much on the top side. They're going to go down that final archer, and those lava pups are going to take her out.
77%, the final count here for Selinho. A little bit below average hit relative to their performance in the previous war, having come away with an 86.4% average destruction, but he's got a solid start out here on the board. A little bit out of his comfort zone, having to use Hog Riders in this attack instead of the Lava Loons that he's used to. But NOVAMaoDou, having only scored 10 stars in their previous war, it might mean that INTZ is still on the path for victory here.
Yes, now we're having NOVAMaoDou coming in with BaiTu. He's ready. He's focused. We're going to be pretty curious. He did get, everyone in NOVAMaoDou did get a 2-star in their previous war backstage versus MCES. I'm going to be excited to see what he's coming in with and what he's planning. Is looking like it's got a big mix of everything. He's got 9 bowlers, 5 healers. It's kind of looking like a P.E.K.K.A smash. It's kind of a hybrid, but he's going to try to charge in, drops the Grand Warden with the healers. Are we going to see a Warden Charge or a Warden Walk potentially?
We very well may. You know, this is something that we saw on the bus ride here, a new strategy that some pro players are trying out. Because this Grand Warden can hop over walls, as long as he manages to stay far enough away from defenses, only taking shots from 1 or 2 at a time, those healers should be able to keep him topped off. Now, the key usage for the Grand Warden is his Eternal Tome ability, is that Life Aura that allows him to keep nearby troops nice and healthy, but as you can see on his own, he's able to 2-shot some of these buildings and raged up. He's going pretty fast in here, supporting a Queen now as we move into the second stage of this walk.
What a beautiful use of that Grand Warden to take out that air defense, and it had no business taking out the healers, and now the Grand Warden is going to move in with the rest of the troops. Who would have thought you can get so much value out of the Warden? I believe it's now possible because it's a level 40 and it does so much DPS as it's charging in, but unfortunately he fails that wall break and the bowlers skipped on and activated that Town Hall. He's going to have to save the Stone Slammer or something has to get that Town Hall down, and unfortunately everything is walking to the top side, and there's the Stone Slammer to at least guarantee and get that safe 2-star. Out comes the Lava Hound out of the clan castle.
Archer Queen managed to slide into that alleyway anyways and take out the enemy Town Hall. That's going to be the 2-star from BaiTu, continuing along this top side to try to get even more damage off here. It's going to use those Earthquake spells to crack open this top compartment, but doesn't look like there's any ground troops besides these P.E.K.K.As moving in, so let's hope that they can stay healthy for his sake. You know, most players have actually competed in Clash of Clans for 5+ years. Compared to that, BaiTu's a relative newcomer, having only played the game for 2 to 3 years now, but it's that sort of prodigious approach to the game that gives you these new breakout strategies like the Warden Walk. Turns out this time it is good enough for the 2-star, but 3-star seems just out of reach, Carbon
Fortunately, he's not going to be able to get the value he wanted in this charge with the P.E.K.K.As. He failed that wall break at the beginning. P.E.K.K.A.'s still up, gonna try to get as much percentage. Can he get in the 70s? The Eagle is now firing down on this P.E.K.K.A, and the Wizard, unfortunately, is gonna lock onto this Lava Hound, won't be able to get anything else. 68, 69, has 2 more archers. He's gonna drop him in the corner, but unfortunately, the Eagle will probably end up targeting onto the archers here, and they won't get that 70% 2-star, but 69 right there, still decent. Got the safe 2 right there, and there it is, ends it for that attack, a 69% 2-star.
Seems like both teams checking each other out here in the first round, 69 and 77% for the first attacks. So far, no clear lead.
He was trying to charge in, and that wall break didn't get into the town hall, so he had to adjust on the fly, and at least he was able to adapt and get the 2-star, Woody.
The Clash of Clans World Championship is the perfect place to try out these new strategies, especially if you think you've got the perfect base to target them with. Oftentimes, if you bring something that no one has ever seen before, I mean, how can you prepare for something that you've never seen before? That Warden walk approach there got a good bit of value in the bottom compartment, but you just see how many resources you have to commit to that sort of unorthodox attack. Not able to get the 3-star this time, but hats off to Baitu. Maybe we'll see him being able to score it in the 4th match today.
We might be able to, but now for INTZ, Katano's coming in. His previous attack, he got a 2-star 85% with a P.E.K.K.A smash, and deciding to do the same thing here. Hopefully he can get better than that previous attack versus Top of Japan, but the Queen is under the rage, drops the Hogs, pulls the archers, and a dragon. If that balloon dies, it activates the Town Hall upon its death. And he doesn't have anything to help open the wall because the Queen can't reach over that for the Town Hall. Is he gonna try to charge in? He does have 2 jumps, but if he walks around here, these healers actually might be in range and get picked off by the Town Hall.
Rocking out, the Grand Warden is making his debut into this match. He's moving in to support this P.E.K.K.A boulder charge, a super heavy ground-based attack. We do see that Queen ability going off a bit early here as she starts to take some fire from the Town Hall, but she should be able to finish it off for the early 1-star. We are still looking for the second jump which is going to be going in to keep these ground-based troops on target. They can dish out a ton of damage, but they got to get to their targets first. P.E.K.K.A is chopping through lots of defenses, but finally have reached the Eagle Artillery now. They've already taken quite a bit of damage right now, and I'm not sure if they'll be able to make it to that last Inferno tower in the top compartment.
The balloons come out, still has the haste spell. P.E.K.K.A's take down the Eagle, so at least he won't have to fire and take those Eagle shots anymore. But he doesn't have a jump spell leading into this top side multi. Queen doesn't have ability, and he's just going to be able to try to get more percentage. He did get his 85 on the other attack before. Balloons actually fly in haste spell to take out that multi. Ton of value. The healers are on the Grand Warden. Hopefully they move over to the Queen. She can actually reach everything. We still have 1:16 left in the raid. The only thing the Queen can't grab is that multi-target Inferno. It's going to come down to time here, Woody.
Yeah, I might have called it a bit too soon. I thought that the P.E.K.K.As were going to be the main thrust of this attack going into the top and right side of the base, but it seems that this Queen keeping her topped off. Those healers have done a great job at ensuring that the main highest DPS troop in this raid is going to survive until the very end. That multi-target Inferno tower, though, yeah, as you noted, is going to be the key roadblock here. If she can kind of reach over maybe one of these walls along the right side of the base, she's got a shot at it, but already you can see it starting to burn her up.
That Wizard's going to help with some DPS. The Queen's going to have to lock on to this Archer Tower quickly. Unfortunately, it might take her now. She stays alive, but the healers are getting targeted by the Queen, but she's going down slowly. And this Grand Warden, unfortunately, unless it can be the saving grace here with 24 seconds, I mean, we have that. Okay, so the cannon is not damaged. But this Grand Warden, oh no, it's going to try to lock onto this multi. It's walking around,
oh, no.
Not going over the wall for that multi. Oh no.
He was ready to help out the Archer instead of trying to go for the multi instead. And as you predicted, Carbon Fin, a 98% 2-star, just short of taking out that enemy Inferno tower.
It was so close. He fell a little bit short. If only he had another healer to help keep that Queen alive. The Queen was just taking too much damage, and she got picked off. And it comes down to those final small buildings, those defenses that can make all the difference later in the wars that can help determine who moves on. Now we're looking at NOVAMaoDou, or I believe it's Terry coming in, and we're seeing a Queen charge hog attack. And this is kind of with the base, with the Town Hall is kind of isolated on the outside with one row of walls over there on the right.
Terry is attacking Marinol, the leader of INTZ. And all I can think of right now, Carbon Fin, is if you're gonna go at the king, you better not miss. Terry's Queen Charge on the top right side of this base, trying to move in to take out a few of these splash damage structures along the outside, grabbing a bomb tower and the wizard towers, but he really needs to be able to get that eagle and the enemy archer queen somehow without any way to crack these walls. I'm kind of wondering what his strategy for finishing off the enemy queen is going to be.
He's going to have to try to get into this queen compartment. We saw an attack on this base in the last war, which they ended up using the quad quakes. This one, they don't have that, and the queen's going to walk all the way around, freezes the expos, so they don't target the healers or at least do too much damage to the healers. And now it looks like he's going to use this queen to help take out the town hall. That lava hound's locked onto the king right there. He still has ability to take down, I believe, the archers, get some value, drops the balloon to try to potentially pull a Seeking Ear Mine, and the queen should be able to take the town hall down all by herself.
Now, sometimes you worry about your healers taking a little bit of damage from the centrally located defensive structures, but that ground expo is not going to retarget. It's got really long range, and it'll stay firing away at that queen. That's a strategy from Marinol to try to deny this queen from staying up along the entire walk through this base, but so far, Terry's got a perfect plan in execution here. This queen's still alive and going strong. This Electro Dragon enough now to take out that enemy archer queen, and he still has got a chance for 3 stars here. Just needs to keep these hogs healthy. He's only got 1 heal spell left to do it though, Carbon Fin.
The Warden ability was perfect right there through the eagle shots, drops the heal to bring them back up to full health, but that eagle unfortunately is going to be raining fire on the hogs. Drops 2 balloons on the cannon. That's going to actually help quite a bit, not only with pathing, but also so they don't take as much damage from the defenses. That giant was really nice addition there as well. He doesn't have a heal spell remaining. He has to get through 2 expos, that wizard tower in the court, but that eagle is almost going down. The hog is locked onto it. The queen is about to go down to the arch tower. Can she survive and take it down? She goes down right there. But the hogs are trying to get through. The Grand Warden helps take down the expo.
A crucial exchange not going in Terry's favor there. The healers weren't taking any damage at all from the air sweeper, but being pushed back consistently denied them the opportunity to keep that Archer Queen up, the key offensive player in the last stage of this raid, trying to clinch that 3-star, but Terry falling just a bit short once again. Had lots of cleanup along the outside edges of this map, but didn't take out that Eagle artillery.
That Eagle staying up made the difference right there. Just kept firing, and that Eagle almost has like no health on it. So close, could have made the difference. There's only 2 seconds left, trying to get as much percentage. 96, still a great attack from Terry right there.
Both teams picking up speedy as we see 96%, as the guys said already. That means it's a pure destruction battle right now. In the background, we see MCES once again leading in the match versus top of Japan. Both have the same amount of attacks as we have, so 2 per side. Seems like the French powerhouse coming on stage later will be an absolute highlight.
That's right, we also noticed Hugo Stiglitz was the player who got the 3-star hit from MCES. Congratulations to him. That'll put MCES in first place now in this matchup. INTZ needs to get another 3-star on the board in order to keep parity with their opponent. Remember, it's not just the top 2 teams advancing to the playoffs, but it's the #1 team, this group, that will have a favored position going up against the #2 team from Group B.
We're seeing God come in for INTZ. The previous attack in the other war, he got a 2-star, 68% with a Queen Charge Lalo, and he's coming in trying to do another Queen Charge Lalo. Has 8 wall breakers, drops the healers. Let's see where this Queen ends up walking around. Drops 1 wall breaker to try to test, but I don't know if he was able to actually test that wall. So hopefully there's not a small bomb right there. Nope, he got a little bit lucky because the wall breaker got picked off a little early there. There's a spring trap, not going to do anything. The Queen is now going to take out the multi-target Inferno. He still has 4 more wall breakers, and he only needs 3 of them to break this wall. He needs to drop a freeze right here to protect the wall breakers. Can he do it? He opens the top side wall, and he can actually grab this enemy Queen here. Got a pop ability. Oh no, can he do it? He does! Gets that off.
Barely manages to keep his queen alive by the skin of her teeth again, going down to just within a shred of her health. But God has got amazing ability on this queen walk. He said it's his superpower. He loves his healers, and he's making sure to try to keep them as healthy as possible along the backside here. Drops a freeze on those expos to make sure that the healers can top them back off once again, firing away at as many defensive structures as she can. But those healers are starting to take fire now from those skeletons and the Inferno tower. This queen kind of pathing to the outside now and goes down.
That sweeper kept pushing the healers back, and you guys saw on the screen right there, the ESL One, they're all competing to get that golden ticket because there's going to be 8 clans competing out in October for ESL One. This is one of the qualifiers, and they are trying their hardest to make it there. And look at this, the Lalo is starting from the opposite side of this Town Hall. Unless he saves the Stone Slammer, he's got to at least take the Town Hall down to get that safe 2-star. This is a little bit risky. Finds a bunch of Teslas.
Heartbreaker of an early loss there, missing that queen, and now taking a big Seeking Airmine hit on that Lava Hound. The rockin', sockin', boppin' Grand Warden is now back in action, bringing his big old microphone and boombox into the action. We've got a 1-star already as the Town Hall goes down, and 2-star secured for God. Can he get the 3 carbon fin? He's got still quite a few multi-target Infernos to deal with on the bottom.
He still has a few of them, but you see his queen went up and around. Maybe if the wall breakers broke that corner wall, the queen could have been able to take out that multi, and he wouldn't have had to worry about that final multi hitting these balloons. But he has no more spells here. He's going to try to overwhelm it, but he did pull the Lava Hound out of the clan castle, meaning that he's going to have to get locked onto it with his pups, but he's going to fall a little bit short here. Still has that poison. He can drop it if that Lava Hound does end up popping, but he only has about 20 seconds left in this raid. Going to try to get into the 90s. Looks like he'll get there, but he's going to fall a bit short in this raid.
God, making a tiny mistake there early in his queen charge, not able to take down that enemy Inferno tower kind of toward the right center of the base there. He did manage to counterfeit that clan castle once again, not having to deal with the Lava Hound inside, but 90% 2-star is all he'll be able to go away with.
And he's looking to try to get his first 3-star of the day. There was the 2 right there as well. But at least saving that Grand Warden for the Town Hall area was smart. But if we take a look at this Warden build, he might have been a little bit too late. He could have saved it since that Giga Bomb did explode. He could have used the Grand Warden ability towards the back end, but still a really nice percentage right there.
It is a game of milliseconds. You want to get as much value as you can out of that Grand Warden ability. If you use it too soon, your balloons are going to, be able to dodge the Giga Bomb, but they're going to lose that Eternal Tome invincibility a little bit early. If you use it too late, as we just saw there, you get hit by the Giga Bomb and lose the main force of your attack.
Indeed, you want to try to protect it if possible over the Giga Bomb, but if you can't, then you want to try to save it for the rest of the raid. We've got Alan coming in. In the previous war, he ended up getting a 2-star 57% in the first attack, so hopefully he's going to try to improve his previous attack from backstage, but the Queen is walking up, drops the jump, hopefully to jump into this Eagle compartment and take out that multi, but the healers are getting hit by the multi-target Inferno, so he's going to lose them early because he still has 5 wall breakers. They're not going to be any value here because he had to adjust on the fly. He wanted the Queen to walk down and wall break into the base, but things change, and at least hopefully he can try to adapt on the fly.
That's right, Carbon Fin. He still has got a huge aerial attack coming in ready soon. Just 1 Lava Hound, so he's planning on taking out most of these air defenses early on in this attack. That Queen has taken a ton of damage, though, and has now lost her healers. It looks like she just doesn't want to attack the enemy Queen for some reason. And that is a super bad start for Alan.
Was his defending Queen further out than the Queen charging into the base? I don't think I've seen that before, where the Queen literally just walked in a circle around her. He's at 34%. He's going to have to try to find a way to activate this Town Hall. If the Stone Slammer gets 1 drop on these defenses next to the Town Hall, it will actually activate it by splash damage. If it could get the drop down right on this Expo right here, it does. There it is. It's now activated, but that Grand Warden, look at that, Woody. It has like no health. I wonder if it got hit by a Seeking Airmine. A maxed out level 40 Warden can survive a maxed out Seeking Airmine if the Warden is at full health, which that was huge with that update that came out, but there's a defending dragon and witches and archers going to be overwhelming on these balloons remaining.
Oh my god, these balloons pop faster than those at a carnival game, throwing darts at them. They pop faster than those balloons carrying the house up in the movie Up. They just couldn't stand the defensive firepower that Caetano had set up in the bottom section of the base, especially with the enemy Archer Queen still alive. Alan does manage to clinch the 2-star and actually still has his Barbarian Geek ability. He's going to use it over there on the left side to try to get as many buildings down as quickly as possible. Dragon going to be swooping through the bottom side of the space too, but look at how many defensive structures are still up compared to some of the previous attacks we've seen. You know, it's a really risky strategy anytime you send your queen deep into the enemy lines, whether you're playing chess or Clash of Clans. If you lose that key figure early on, you're going to be you know, in for a hell of a time. And it seems like Alan managed to salvage the 75% here, moving ahead and actually performing better than some of the previous fails we've seen. But nice job to him there.
NOVAMaoDou slightly falling behind here in terms of damage percentage. INTZ building that lead. Maybe a 3-star in the next round could turn this around.
We're seeing the balloons coming in over the Town Hall. That dragon is actually, was that his dragon that came out of it? Oh, it must have been. I believe that, I thought that was the defending one. It was just witches and archers that came out of the defending clan castle. But we're gonna have the next attack from Bernal of INTZ. Gonna see what he's gonna be coming in with. He came in with a Queen Charge Lalo, and he was the one that got a 3-star for INTZ on his first attack. Can he answer and get another one for a 6-pack?
A lot of pressure on Bernal right now. Now, INTZ does have a commanding 5% damage lead so far against NOVAMaoDou, so it appears that if they do wind up getting a tie in stars, that they are the favored clan, but you know, anything can happen in that 4th and 5th attack from NOVAMaoDou. If they do manage to put the 3 up there, INTZ could be in a tricky spot. Every attack counts, and Bernal knows it. He is a master of queen walking, and he's going to try to get a little bit of value out of these heroes here today, but is instead preferring to go for a heavy double Lava Hound push here. Let's see where this Queen Walk winds up going, though. Hasn't deployed his healers quite yet.
The Queen's going to try to charge in, drops that balloon to test for the Seeking Air Mine to save a healer. Very nice value right here. Doesn't actually have a jump spell. How is he planning to take out this enemy Queen? That Eagle is actually on the complete opposite side with a sweeper pointing over the Town Hall. So if he tries to fly over that, everything's going to get pushed back. I mean, he's going to fly. Is he going to fly from the top side all the way around? Pulls a baby dragon Valkyrie out of the clan castle. We're seeing some different clan castles in here, but that if he is charging in, this is actually an easy CC to get through very easily, because that Lava Hound would normally just slow you up, and the wall breakers are just going completely different ways. He wants to try to get the enemy queen.
I think he might still have a chance of getting it done, though. He's got those healers keeping his queen topped off. She's going to be raged up, so she'll have enough firepower to take down that wall. She's very soon going to wander into enemy queen range, and there she goes. She's taking some fire from the Inferno tower, but at multi-target, it's not dishing out as much damage as Minigun needs to take her down. He's also keeping his healers out of that Inferno tower range, a crucial deployment advantage here for Bernal. And as he pops that queen ability, unfortunately loses all the archers to a giant bomb going off there, but she still looks quite healthy, and now moving with the main stage of the attack. The Lava Hound is deployed and the balloons to support it.
Queen was able to help remove that sweeper, meaning that the balloons won't get blown back over the Town Hall. Pops the Grand Warden Eternal Tome beautifully right there to protect them all. That cannon might actually take them away from pathing into this Eagle. And this Grand Warden's going to try to help fly around with the balloons. But he's got 2 multi-target Infernos he had to fly through, but only 2 haste spells.
Oh, no.
And he try to do it, but that Stone Slammer is going to act as a Lava Hound. It's got a lot of HP.
No, it didn't! He lost his Grand Warden!
The Grand Warden got
Not
picked.
there in time to protect the key support troop in this raid. Bernal still has a shot at 3 stars, but with another multi-target Inferno firing away at the outside of the map, this is going to be a tricky play for him to be able to pull off.
He's trying to get as much percentage as possible. The Queen is still up, so she's got her healers with her. Should be able to grab some more percentage. Pass into the 80s right here. Take out the storage, the Wizard Tower, the Archer Tower. There's only 20 seconds, though.
No,
drops the minion on the top side. Yeah, it's going to fall short, 80%. Let's see how much he's going to grab. Every percentage point matters. He's going to go up and around. The Queen's going to grab it with about 6 seconds left. Still a good hit from Bernal on that second attack right there. Second war. Here it is. And the 87, it is an 86 2-star right there.
You know, these Queen Charge attacks are like a work of art, Carbon Fin. Sometimes the art will sell really well on auction, and sometimes there's just no buyers out there. Looks like this time things started out beautifully, but the follow-up, the last final brush strokes, if you will, in this attack weren't enough to hold interest here. That our air defense taking out the Grand Warden was probably the key misstep in this raid. Just couldn't get the Stone Slammer out in front in time to protect.
Yeah, that Grand Warden getting picked off there doesn't help. But now Minigun is going to be looking to answer to try to get the first 3-star of this war. We've dropped in some balloons on the top side. We're looking at a P.E.K.K.A smash with 4 earthquakes to try to open up 10 tiles in this base.
All right, let's take a look here. We've got 4 P.E.K.K.As and 8 bowlers. And as you noticed earlier, that newly upgraded Earthquake spell should be able to crack open a big compartment in Bernal's base. He really needs to use that jump spell to great effect, probably closer toward the interior of this base to make sure that his troops have enough clearance to make it to all these different buildings. There's a lot of compartments here, and that usually doesn't signal very well for these ground-based attacks, especially ones that don't have any way to burrow underneath them like the miners or jump over like the Hogs do.
Yeah, he's actually got the healers on his Grand Warden, but he's got a jump spell, but the Grand Warden doesn't need a jump spell to jump over the walls. He still has his queen, unless he's going to take the queen to Sui the queen into... Nope, it's the P.E.K.K.As. Where's he going to drop this queen? I'm going to be curious. Okay, right behind the P.E.K.K.As. Very nice use of that Grand Warden to help get that charge across different walls there. Now out comes the Lava Hound archers. What a unique way. We saw a little bit of that same thing before. Now he's charging in. Bowlers getting some nice value. There's the poison on the pups. He does still have that Stone Slammer, and there's the Quad Quake to open up the whole core.
No, he missed one of the Quakes a little bit too high. It didn't crack open the compartment with the Town Hall in it. That could be a bit tricky for Minigun now, as he needs some way to get that Town Hall down. How's he going to do it? Is he going to have to use the Stone Slammer?
He's going to have to wait to see where this queen goes to make sure that Stone Slammer paths into this Town Hall. He could be patient here. I mean, the Stone Slammer's coming from 3 o'clock. Still has queen ability. I mean, this Stone Slammer has to make it all the way to the Town Hall. He knows that they need to answer with 3 stars because they didn't get a 3-star in their previous war. They only got all 2 stars, so they finished at 10. The Town Hall, the queen can't reach it if she walks around the base. That Town Hall, are we going to see our first 1-star of the evening here?
Call it too soon,
The queen's
Carbon.
going up. Is she going to go lock out? No, she is going to the Town Hall. Pops the queen ability and at least secures the 2-star there. That was a little risky there.
There was no mistaking that 2 o'clock Stone Slammer placement. That is someone who was saying, I want to go for 3. I'm going all in on this attack. It looks like he got the firepower he was looking out for with that risky play, but he didn't get the troops to target onto these left side buildings early enough. It actually looks like this might wind up being a time fail instead of not having a firepower. He's just gonna kind of slowly fizzle out here, still with a P.E.K.K.A and an Archer Queen on the board, but only 92% to claim from this hit.
Minigun running out of ammunition there in the end. Score 3-star against INTZ. That could have been an important one. Quick look once again at our group. MCES in the background just ripping through their enemies left and right, picking up stars. Currently in the lead with 23 stars.
Yes, MCES was doing really good. We have Hugo coming in with a 3-star, and then Toto up top of Japan getting a 3-star as well. But in this attack, it was curious to see that Grand Warden getting some beautiful value and then the jump going in. This could have definitely been a 3-star if he had some troops over on the left side to help clean up. But now we have the leader of INTZ, Marinol, coming in to see what he can do. His first attack, he ended up going in with a Sui Lalo, only got a 2-star on that attack. Or can he answer the call and get this one? But this is not going to be a Sui Lalo, but with a P.E.K.K.A smash.
P.E.K.K.A smash, the heavy-handed ground-based assault. We just saw one in the previous hit from Minigun, coming very close to getting the 3-star. NOVAMaoDou has done a great job at trying to catch up on this percentage game. They've actually closed the gap a bit, but they're still behind INTZ by 3 or 4 percentage here. It's up to Marinol to keep that gap as wide as possible now, trying to get a 3-star up on board, but at least being able to keep pace with their previous destruction percentage average, which has been extremely high in the mid, if not high 80s, with a 98% and a 90% hit so far from his team.
Queen is getting some nice value, still has 2 jump spells. Grand Warden's helping clear a bit of a funnel on the left side. Maybe this Queen can jump in. No, the Grand Warden follows the Queen, so he doesn't help out with any more of the funneling. He could have taken 1 balloon to help take down that mortar and the gold mine right there, but the queen is going for the wall, so he's going to try to react here. Let this queen grab the town hall. Already took care of the clan castle, and he has a rage, drops it. The Grand Warden, uh-oh, are these healers going to transfer? No, drops a freeze to save that Grand Warden right there.
It's the rage on the Archer Queen, the Grand Warden, and the healers. Beautiful placement there, and perfect planning from Marinol. He is going a bit slow, though. He's already halfway into this attack and has only got 28% damage. He really needs to smash in hard here with these P.E.K.K.A.s. You know, something I've noticed here, Carmen, we don't often see the bats anymore paired up with these P.E.K.K.A.s. Is there a reason why players are preferring to use lots of bowlers instead of bats?
We saw a lot less bats in the previous qualifier as well. I mean, the bats can be a little tricky. They have a very good chance to 3-star, but in these recent qualifiers, with the update that just came out with the maxed out Grand Warden at level 40 and is so strong, it's opened up attacks like Queen Charge, Lalo, Queen Charge, Hogs, and brought them back, and it's brought a new strategy with that Grand Warden Charge kind of on certain base designs. But unfortunately, it looks like he's going to run a little bit short unless that queen is actually still up with her ability. Stone Slammer helps clear that. The Eagle does go down, drops the haste on the balloons, but we still have a multi-target Inferno up on the top side.
A heroic defense from that Wizard Tower on the left side of the map, managed to take out quite a few bowlers on defense. Marinol trying to finish off this last remaining Inferno Tower up in the top compartment of the space, but the exterior of the space still has quite a few structures remaining. Marinol hasn't even used his Queen ability yet, and with only 20 seconds left, you gotta wonder if his attack was missing out on that crucial DPS. It seems he still has a chance to grab a few more structures, but time is running out. He pops the ability right as soon as she walks over the giant bomb, and it looks like those archers aren't going to be here very long, Carbon Fin.
It's going to be a time fail nonetheless. Still had that Grand Warden Queen up, and the P.E.K.K.A. 93% right there. Really good, but unfortunately falls short of time.
10 stars this war from INTZ. NOVAMaoDou has the chance to pull ahead for the win, but they might need to get a 3-star of their own. I'm not sure if it's possible for them to close that percentage gap. It's going to be very tight here, Carmen, and we'll take a quick look at the replay here and see the early stage success that Marinol had. I gotta say, for this 2-stage attack, the first stage was an A+. It was just stage 2 came a bit late and left us wanting that 7% more.
We did. Unfortunately, there's no 3-stars on the board for INTZ, but we're going to be taking a look at the next attack from YY of NOVAMaoDou, dropping the Grand Warden. We're seeing quite a bit of this. The Grand Warden with the healers, and we have the Wizard on the left over at 9. The Grand Warden can jump over walls. It can reach so far across the base, and they probably weren't even thinking about defending a strategy like this. You guys at home are probably going to be cooking this up and trying it at FCs, and let us know how it works. Drops the Queen as well, and now she's going to start down and moving across this base here with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash.
Marinol's last attack did put INTZ out of range of NOVAMaoDou in terms of destruction percentage. Even if NOVAMaoDou got a 99% here, that would not be enough to catch up. They have to win based on stars. So this is a do-or-die moment now for NOVAMaoDou to put the 3 up on the board to get their first triple in this Group A match.
The bowlers and the P.E.K.K.A., everything's charging into this Queen. There's the Eagle. Can he reach it as well? Still saving that Stone Slammer. The baby dragon is going down a little bit, but the Queen took out the enemy Queen there, and now she's going to have to take care of these pups. That Town Hall is activated, drops the rage over it, still has 1 heal, 3 Hogs, but look at the top side with the multi-target Inferno with that Grand Warden Archer Towers up there. The Queen goes down, drops the Stone Slammer at the top, some Hogs at the bottom, just to try to pick off the Wizard Tower. The Archer Tower finds a Tesla. Balloons are moving through. Something, I believe it was Hog Riders coming out of that Stone Slammer. There's the heal. Now he's just going to try to get as much percentage as possible.
I'm just kind of left wondering, where did this attack go? YY had a huge force moving in from the left side of the map, but with the P.E.K.K.A.s going down now and the Stone Slammer not able to deploy many troops at the top, this was an extremely risky play here from him to try to get the 3-star on board. He actually just barely managed to get the 2-star here, and the 50% point now might be able to crack 60% as a few more buildings along the exterior of the base do get taken down, but not anywhere close to the 3-star this time, Carbon Fin.
No, it's only going to be in the 59% 2-star, unfortunately. YY did come in with a 2-star 83% in his first attack in the previous 4, so unfortunately he wasn't able to match it right there. Do we have anything left with the 1 archer? But it's looking there. That finishes with the 2-star 62% with INTZ walking away.
They stay as victorious here. Once again, it's INTZ taking the win, even in round 2. Perfect position for them to go back to the playoffs once again on Sunday. And it's NOVAMaoDou coming up short here in round 2.
INTZ getting another victory. That's the second time on stage. We get to watch him one more time for the next war. We have 2 more wars as well, so don't go anywhere. The P.E.K.K.A smash coming into this base. Bowler's coming down, but locking up to this Lava Hound and Baby Dragon and all those pups, just causing so much distractions that the Queen couldn't charge in to follow the rest of these troops. And a ton of value, try to push through, but unfortunately there's too many defenses on the top side remaining.
A full 10% destruction advantage for INTZ in this second war. We predicted that they might have a bit of an edge going in since they were able to put a 12-star war up in their very first matchup. NOVAMaoDou yet to get that 3-star here, puts them behind in this group stage. On the other hand, in the MCES versus Top of Japan matchup, we saw an 11-11 tie. We had the edge for MCES based on percentage.
And with that, Rene is ready over on the couch with the interview.
Yep, I'm over here once again with Marinol by INTZ. Seems like you're one of the only guests for today. You're always winning, you always end up here. So looking at this matchup, you guys had 2 stars all the way through, some close ones with 98%, but what was the reason that you didn't manage to grab those 3 stars?
Então, qual foi a razão pela qual você não conseguiu hoje, nessa partida agora, as 3 estrelas? Se passaram perto ali, né? Teve 2 chances ali muito boas de obter as 3 estrelas. E o que você acha que não deu certo?
Infelizmente alguns ataques acabaram não encaixando. A gente deu azar em alguns planejamentos não funcionaram, mas o nosso leva a defender e conseguimos sair com a vitória.
Unfortunately, some of the attacks weren't as successful as we expected. Some of the strategies we prepared before the match weren't that good. But actually, our base layout was pretty good, and they held really better than before.
Your streak is still alive, so it doesn't really matter. Now you go up against MCES, and seems to be the other strongest team here in the group with great performance so far. Can you beat them and be here on the couch again after the next one?
E você acha que você vai conseguir derrotar a próxima equipe, que é o MCES, porque eles tiveram já um bom desempenho agora aqui nessa qualificatória, pelo que a gente ficou sabendo, e você vai ser o nosso próximo entrevistado aqui se ganhar?
Sim, eu espero que a gente consiga vencer. A gente precisa ter um bom desempenho nessa última guerra para tentar classificar para os playoffs.
So we really hope we may win against them, and we want to show a great performance to go ahead and to come here back. Yeah.
Thanks, Marinol. You definitely showed a great performance so far. It seems like INTZ, the only team that can win today on the stage. It's what's going on.
We have a new strategy which is appearing more and more and getting especially showcased by the Asian clans right now, and this is the Warden Charge, which is like normally you see those Queen Charges, etc., and the players normally adapt to this, trying to use the walls to make sure that the Queen can't reach certain areas, for example the Inferno Tower. But since the Warden has a way bigger range, we will see later how the Warden can reach this Inferno Tower because it has just like a way bigger range than, for example, the Queen. What he's doing, he's clearing out a couple of buildings with his king, a couple of other troops, just to make sure that his Warden is like not taking for ages, because even though he's level 40, he's not the fastest. He's already a bit older, so he has to take his time, and he's finally trying to get closer to this Inferno Tower, because as soon as the Warden takes out this Inferno Tower, he can start to deploy his jump spell, which is getting deployed right over here, and this makes sure that all of his troops, it will be a P.E.K.K.A smash attack, are able to pretty much enter the base. And now you can see Warden is clearing out the Wizard Tower, and as soon as he's done with the Wizard Tower, he's going over to the Inferno Tower. And for example, the Queen would have never been able to reach this building because it's way too far inside of the base. And now he's starting with his Packers because the Warden is getting like lured over to them because he always tries to support other troops. The Packers are those troops, and then he's like just joining up with the main forces. He's using the Earthquake spell. This attack ended up in the end into pretty much chaos, but he's managing to pull off the 2-star, really high percentage 2-star, but it didn't work out in the end. So we will see the next war, and we'll go over back to Renee.
Thanks, Itsu. 2 games done so far, another 2 coming up, so a lot of action still available for everyone out there. We might do a quick look at what happened. We had the first 2 rounds so far, and every single time it was INTZ coming out on top.
Yeah, INTZ getting the win both times in these wars. I'm excited to see the next one versus MCES, but they're going to be on stage. Here we go.
Pretty decisive lead here for MCES at 23 stars and over 90% average destruction. They are far and ahead the favorite right now, but INTZ is right on their heels. We are going to have an amazing match number 3 between INTZ and MCES, the top 2 ranked teams in this group.
Time for the big guys to come on stage. So far, MCES was always backstage. Now they're here.
Alors bonjour, nous sommes la team MCES. Moi je suis Tryhard, le capitaine. Ensuite on a Synthétique, Eriam, Hugo et Lenaid. C'est la première fois qu'on est qualifié en Pologne à Katowice. Donc on s'est préparé depuis pas mal de temps et puis on espère arriver à gagner le titre. Ça fait 6 mois qu'on joue ensemble, on s'est réunis pour gagner les World Championships et du coup on est là maintenant. Le plus difficile ça va être notre mental surtout. Il va falloir rester concentré, surtout quand on va être sur la scène. Voilà, je pense que ça va être ça le plus gros facteur qui va jouer. On a essayé de se qualifier tous les mois depuis mars, depuis le lancement des World Championships. Et on y est enfin arrivé, donc on va tout donner.
The first clan from France that joins us here in the World Championship in the July Qualifier. They said it, they need to stay focused.
We're going to have MCES kicking off with Lenaid, Hugo Stiglitz, Cynthia, Iram, and Tryhard.
And for their 3-peat performance in the arena, INTZ is back with Caetano, Celino, Merinal, Bernal, and God.
It's really interesting to hear in the video that you said, oh, we need to stay focused, especially on stage. It seems like backstage that worked pretty well for them because they had a great performance there and currently leader of Group A. Will be a big question now if they can repeat that here live on the stage in front of all the cameras. Here it is, round number 3, MCES versus INTZ.
Now this is the match that everyone wants to see after seeing the 3 stars and the performance from backstage. We have the 12 stars and then another 11 from MCES. We're seeing Hugo Stiglitz coming in with the first attack. In the previous 2 wars, he came in with Mass Miners and Sui Lalo. He got a 2-star 93% and a 3-star with the Sui Lalo. I'm going to be expected to see maybe something else.
We ask each team who they think their most difficult opponent is going to be, and MCES told us INTZ is the clan that they are looking to beat here, the one that they're most concerned about possibly losing to. With a lead right now of just 1 star, anything can happen here in this 3rd and final war for both clans.
Now we're seeing a Sui Lalo from Hugo coming in, finds a giant bomb, not going to do too much. Queen's going to be able to remove not only the air defense, but also that multi-target Inferno at the top side. Pops that King ability, going to run up and around here, but there are Tessas on the right side, and the Queen hopefully can step up and sends this Stone Slammer, and he's not going to actually pull this clan, or this Sweepers are not going to push his Stone Slammer around, but it flies into the cannon, and there is a tornado trap waiting, and there's a red air bomb with Skellies, and all comes these archers and possibly a witch to distract the E-Dragon.
Pulling a lot of troops out of the clan castle there. You're right, there is a witch to join these archers. She's not yet in that poison spell radius yet, though. She does take a little bit of damage there, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to finish her off. Could be a difficult distraction for these troops to have to deal with if she still survives and keeps spawning these skeletons.
Now the balloons are flying around. The town hall is activated. The witch is not dead. She's still firing down on these balloons, but look at how many balloons are left up. Gonna see this Warden Eternal Tome, beautiful job. But unfortunately, some more balloons get into the radius, and they do get damaged. We still have one more haste spell. The Queen is still alive in the core, takes out that sweeper, which is huge. Can this final haste spell push him through?
This is a gigantic balloon parade swooping on through. Still has its Grand Warden to provide that life aura there. It's used its ability, and it's taken a little bit of damage here from the multi-target Inferno, but this looks like it could be a 3-star here. The Witch is still firing away, takes out the Grand Warden, but is there a big enough clump of balloons here to deal with this last remaining defensive structure that can fire at air targets, the Archer Tower?
This minion is now going to help take down these air skellies, which is beautiful because they were beating down on these balloons. We have a couple minions. These skellies are moving all over, now running all the way down south. And there's the Archer Tower. Archer actually at the bottom of 6 o'clock with 42 seconds left. Balloons are cleaning up on the top side. We got some minions in the core. Is it enough, Woody, to get the 3?
It very well might be. Ding dong, the Witch is dead. The defenses have cracked. Hugo Stiglitz is now just in a race against time. He's got a few balloons, some minions, and lava pups doing their best to finish off the remaining defensive structures. I can see maybe 5 buildings left here, so there's nothing on the top side of the map. It's all coming down to whether or not that bottom elixir storage is going to get finished off. I don't know if there's enough hits left from this raid. Hugo Stiglitz putting his hands behind his head. He knows there's nothing else he can do but hope and pray. I think it's a bit short here, though. Oh, just one left. The 99% 2-star.
The dreaded 99% 2-star. Still a wonderful hit. I would take a 99% 2-star rather than like falling short to like the 70 or 80s. But still, hey, it's close. I mean, the 99, one building, that's all that matters. And usually sometimes it could be even a hero platform. It just was a storage, didn't have a goblin to help speed that up, but the Skellies helped take it down. And now we're looking at Celino gonna come in, and we were looking to see what he was doing before. He did get the 3-star in the first war against Top of Japan with Sui Lalo, and he did get a 2-star with a Mass Hog Skelly. So I'm curious of what he's jumping in with.
Only time will tell. It looks like it's going to be 48 Hog Riders. You smell the bacon. I think that there's going to be a lot of fried pigs up here if we don't get these 3 spread out Inferno towers taken down early. They're all set to multi-target, so that can present a big challenge for the Hog Riders. Same thing with the Eagle Artillery and the Queen right in the middle of this base. A really difficult nut to crack for Celino. Let's see how he goes about it.
Yeah, with 44 Hog Riders, 2 skeleton spells to help take down the Queen. And he drops all of the Hogs down right now, and the Queen is working on the top side. The Warden and the Hogs are on the bottom side. Out comes a Lava Hound. That's perfectly fine, meaning if it was, let's say, Valkyries, that would just shred through these Hogs. And now he still has that Grand Warden. Can he get through it? There's the freeze on the Queen, double Skelly, so that the Queen stays in her compartment and doesn't jump this wall. Beautiful use of this Grand Warden Eternal Tome. Hogs are moving through, still has 2 heal spells. He's moving up and around, going to save the Stone Slammer for the Town Hall. Drops the heal spell on the top side, was a little bit early. Oh no, doesn't look like any of the Hogs were really inside the heal spell.
Some of them diverted over onto the outside of the wall, that Tesla popping up and distracting them. He's going to have to use that final heal spell a bit early. Over on the right side of the space. I think he was planning on holding it to use it against that multi-target Inferno in that top compartment, but not getting the opportunity to use it that late. He's instead just doing his best to keep this Grand Warden alive. It's taken a lot of shots from this cannon, but it has barely survived. I just don't think there's any way for these Hogs to make it all the way through these splash damage structures at the top, that Wizard Tower, the final nail in the coffin to take them out.
Yeah, if you guys were curious, how many shots does it take for the Stone Slammer to take out a fully maxed out Town Hall 12 level 5? It takes 4 shots. So if you use that Tornado Trap to spin it around for that Stone Slammer to take some extra damage, then it might not take it all down. But out comes the Dragons. They get picked off by the air defense. 78% 2-star. Gonna try to pick off as much as he can. This Lava Hound will distract the Wizard. They will pop it, and out comes the Lava Pups, and they will go down with a final minion. 80% 2-star for Celino of INTZ. Gonna fall short here, and he's gonna try to get as much as he can. Getting final 81% definitely helps, but he's gonna fall short of the 3-star right there.
Could that be the first match where INTZ is meeting there? Yeah, their biggest opponent here live on stage, MCES. They said they might be nervous. They have to focus, but 99% against 81 on the side of INTZ is a good start.
It definitely is a good start for MCES. But this was a very nice use of the Hogs move around, but unfortunately, he used that one heal that wasn't really healing too many of the Hogs. But it was a nice use of saving that Stone Slammer to ensure that 2-star.
Next up is Linade. He says he loves working with these teammates. They're very reliable and friendly. They work hard and they play hard, and they actually got a chance to meet up before moving out here to Poland to compete, to plan their victory march. They've already got the lead in this Group A match. Can Linade, a lover of loons, and he's brought 33 of them, keep them ahead?
Well, you say Linade is a lover of loons. In the first 2 wars, he did use Sui Alalo, and he got a 3-star in the very first one, and then a 2-star, 77% in the second. So he's continuing to use the balloons and the balloon parade. The Queen's gonna follow this wall wrecker in the top side at 12, moving in to take out this multi-target Inferno. Actually has some balloons and an ice golem in here. Didn't necessarily need a balloon if they could have just got some value, but either way, pulls some Skellys. The Queen takes care of that. And the enemy Queen gets frozen, and he needs the enemy Queen to go down, and hopefully there's nothing too much damage in that defending clan castle.
We ask each player how they would spend their prize if they were to win it all here, and Linade actually gave us a pretty unique answer. He was the only guy who said he's not concerned about the prize. He's not even thinking about it. In fact, he just wants to play each game match by match as they come. And if he manages to make it to the big stage at ESL One Hamburg and wins it all, he'll figure out what to do then.
Yeah, as you mentioned, ESL Hamburg, there it is. You can buy your tickets now for that if you would like to go for the World Finals. The Warden is now following for the balloons going in towards this multi-target Inferno. Drops a Rage. Beautiful use of the freeze on the multi and air defense. Look at this Eagle artillery still going to be raining down. There's a huge clump of balloons moving through. Still has one more freeze and a freeze after this. Pops the beautiful Grand Warden Eternal Tome. He has 3 haste spells left in this raid. Beautiful freeze to grab that sweeper again. Can he overwhelm it for the potential 3-star for MCES?
The Loon's not pathing right onto the multi-target Infernos he might have hoped. He's got a few more haste spells. He dropped 2 of them and has 1 left to try to finish off the last remaining defensive structures here. They always seem to be going for the cannons and the ground-based defenses instead of the archer towers and expos and first, but it seems like they might have just enough to finish off the core interior structures. He does have 2 Teslas to deal with on the outside of the base, but still has plenty of loons to take it out. I think this could be a 3-star hit, Carbon Fin.
What he is looking like it, he still has 2 more balloons to drop, pulling some traps, and now it's just a matter of cleanup. There is that clan castle in the core, but it's got almost no health. Dropping the balloon on the top side army camp, and he's going to be able to help clean this up for MCES. They got the 99% 2-star in their first hit here, but this time they capitalized to get the 3-star right now.
Linade, a brilliant French general, reminding me of a phrase from another French general. Mr. Napoleon himself said that quantity has a quality all of its own, proving true once again with 30-plus balloons brought to this raid, absolutely demolishing these defensive structures and giving no opportunity to attack even in some cases. Freeze spells used to the best of his ability and lots of haste to keep those balloons on target.
He is actually the first one here to get 2 triples in the 3 wars. We still have 1 more after this, so don't go anywhere. Now INTZ is up. We're going to be taking a look at the next attack. We have Cantano coming in, and he's coming in with E-Dragons. Very interesting. His first attack and second attack both were P.E.K.K.A. Smash, so now he's switching it up and going with the air game.
Linade, a strong candidate for MVP. Can his record hold against INTZ, a clan which has still got Bernal, another 3-star player, left in its ranks to try to tie the match up. Next up, though, we've got Caetano. He's coming in with an attack we haven't seen yet today. 7 Electro Dragons to get the job done.
Yeah, he's creating a bit of a funnel. Still has the E-Drags, didn't drop down. Hold the clan castle, should be able to take care of these archers, no problem. Using the heroes down south to set that funnel. And then maybe E-Dragons to fly right in between and saving the Stone Slammer for the Town Hall. If he can get a ton of value, this could be super strong.
Taking a look at these air defenses, those are the crucial targets that Caetano has to take out early on. has removed one of them over on the right side and has finished off the second one in the bottom corner there. That Archer Queen taking it out. She's going to get supported with Electro Dragons moving along at this 4 o'clock position now, supported by that Grand Warden with his new rockin' party skin, with his boombox and microphone staff. He's keeping these Electro Dragons nice and healthy as they chain lightning into this base. They'll be a little bit distracted here by the Lava Hound, but will continue pushing on in. He's saving onto that Stone Slammer just in case he needs to use it against the Town Hall to get this first star.
Unfortunately, the Queen walked around to pull the Lava Hound on the Clan Castle. He did not want that to happen. He wanted the Queen to walk down and grab that Wizard Tower and Archer Tower with her ability. Freezes the Eagle and Expo there, gets some nice value. And the Stone Slammer is flying in for the Town Hall. And you guys are probably watching, if you're just tuning in, with, like what he pointed out, that Grand Warden skin. If you guys are wondering how to get it, it will be in the next month, and it will be available for you guys to get. But it's looking really nice there. The E-Dragons, unfortunately, are going to be fading out right there. Stone Slammer is going to get picked off by the air defense. And there's the Rage. Out comes another Electric Dragon with some balloons. Unfortunately, not going to get this. It's going to fall a little bit short. 69, going to try to get in the 70s, some nice chain value. But there it is. The E-Dragon going to get picked off by this air defense right here. It's just about 45 seconds, but he's going to get picked off. Not going to have the time. Either way, INTZ getting the 2 stars, 74% right there.
Average attacks from the INTZ side, but this is MCES first showing on our stage, and these guys are just putting a performance on here. It's not just the 1-star difference, it's also the 99% first attack they had. With that, they're building a constant lead. Can they keep that until the end? That's the question.
It is the question. With a 92.1% average destruction on the day, MCES is looking like the leaders of Group A. But Katano of INTZ thought he could get the value with the E-Dragons on that left side, but unfortunately, they peeled over to the Town Hall and didn't get as much value as he wanted. Now we have Tryhard, the leader, coming in.
Yeah, my hat's off to Arium. He really had a great base design there, baited the aerial attack from Electro Dragons, but still had 2 air defenses set up at the end of that raid. Keitano not really even coming close to the 3-star he was looking for.
We're kicking it off with 6 E-Dragons as well in this raid, so almost 2 E-Drag attacks in a row from the 2 clans. Drops the poison spell on the archers. They're going to get taken out from this poison spell, but this Lava Hound's going to fly all the way across the base here, and I wonder if he wanted to pull that Hound, unless he wanted to keep that in there, even though the healers could have potentially gone for the Town Hall and keep that Lava Hound all the way on the opposite side so that Town Hall goes down.
Yeah, interesting strategic choice there from Tryhard. He does know that he's got an easy hit against this Town Hall. It's relatively unprotected out here on the exterior of the base. It looks like he'll be using his heroes to finish that thing off and moving in for the main thrust of this attack over on the top left side. He's already sent in the Stone Slammer, but he hasn't backed it up at all yet. He's going to let it just kind of wander in and get that Inferno Tower on the left corner of the base, but he has 2 more to worry about here. These Electro Dragons are going to do their best to cruise in from the bottom left. It seems that there is a Grand Warden to help them out, but they've got to face down 2 air sweepers in the center of the space, along with an Eagle Artillery that's firing away at them, uses the freeze spell to try to neutralize those defenses.
The E-Dragons are trying to get some nice chain value moving through. He does love his dragons because he used dragons in the previous hit. This time we've got E-Dragons, but he's dropping another one on the Rage on the top side. Can he skip and takes out the air defense? Beautiful job. Since the other 2 buildings were 2 tiles apart, he knew that E-Drag would go right for the air defense, and he could easily pick that one off.
Bit late on the spell usage here. The Rage spell going to help out that 1 Electro Dragon that remains in this attack. He wasn't able to finish off. Oh, never mind that. I was looking at the Inferno Tower on the left side. He had 1 more Electro Dragon on the outside of the base. Zap in and chain lightning onto that onto the Inferno Tower. It looks like, though, he doesn't have very much more in the way of offensive troops. He's lost his second to last Electro Dragon, and the final one has taken fire already from this expo.
Yeah, the E-Dragon's going to go down, going to take down that final storage. Lava Hound's in the corner. If he drops this wizard anywhere, he's got to drop on the top. He does at 12 to keep that Lava Hound and make it fly all the way across the base as long as possible so it can grab as much percentage as possible. 88% 2-star right there. Still a great hit. Tryhard coming in for MCES. Really nice one for MCES.
Yeah, but I mean, the defenses for Marinal being able to hold up that well speaks pretty well of his base construction skills. The fact that we got a 99% and 100% in the first 2 attacks from MCES, I think it says a little something just that Marinal was able to keep his attacker below 90%. MCES is really showing that they are a clan that is expert in attacking and deconstructing these really complicated bases, untying the Gordian knot, if you will.
Indeed, we have MCES representing the French community, the INTZ representing the Brazilian community here. And now we have God coming in with his next attack. And INTZ, God did the first 2 attacks, which was both Queen Charge Lalos, and we have another one. The first was a 68, the next was a 90. Can he turn this third and final one into a 3-star? And he's dropping the Queen on the opposite side of the Town Hall with the healers.
God knows that his clan, INTZ, has only got a 1-star lead right now over top of Japan. They really need to get another 3-star hit on the board in order to secure their spot in the playoffs. He told us before this match began that he wants this to be seen as his shot at redemption. His team made it to the playoffs last month, but didn't manage to move on against top of Japan. Now is their chance to prove their worth and move on by scoring another 3-star hit here. Doesn't seem like he's too happy with the early stage of this attack, though. The Archer Queen not going into the center to take out that Eagle artillery as he was hoping.
Yeah, the Queen unfortunately not going to go in. The King's moving around as well, but she walked around this base. Unfortunately, if you maybe drop the jump to get the Queen in there, he could have got the Eagle artillery. That's huge value because the Queen would have been in that process as well, but he drops the jump to try to bring the Queen back around. Hopefully these healers don't go to the King. The King does go down, but there is the barracks. It might pull the Queen down south. He needs that to go down, but she does actually jump into the base, meaning he can reach this multi and reach the enemy Queen, which is huge.
Needs to get a lot of value from this Queen. Still moving to the center, takes out the enemy Queen now and drops an additional poison. Looks like that'll help out with the clan castle troops, which are moving out now against this Archer Queen. She's going to pop down this Lava Hound first, letting that Baby Dragon get a few shots against her. And it seems that the minions are going to be coming in just in time to help this Archer Queen, but so many troops have been deployed in the first stage of this attack that God has actually activated that Eagle artillery, something that you usually don't see getting turned on until the second stage has begun. But with it raining down fire now on this Archer Queen, God has really got to be worried about the key defense not being eliminated in the first stage of this attack. Can he follow up with a surprise hit to still get the 3-star?
He's flying in, has the Grand Warden. That Tornado Trap is actually stalling and slowing the balloons up to let this Warden catch it back up. So he's using that to his advantage. The Queen Burn's ability. The Warden pops his Eternal Tome. He's flying up and around. There's the Ground Expo, but 2 multi-target Infernos. Unfortunately, he's going to have to end on the Eagle Artillery. No more spells to use. And these balloons are going to get picked off by these remaining defenses. 74%, 75. He's trying to get above his other attack, which was a 90. But he's going to be in the 80s. It looks like he might even just pass the 90 and just do incrementally better each and every one. But not going to get the 3, unfortunately.
Now the Queen wants to go into the center of the base. Now, finally, after taking out the Town Hall and the gold storage on the bottom side, she's going to finally decide, all right, it's time to move back in. But fortunately for her, only 5 seconds left in this raid, and only time enough to take out that air sweeper. Still a 90% hit, strong hit from God.
First hit by INTZ that is stronger than the MCES hit, so could God maybe breathe a new life into his squad here and bring them back on track in this tight and really crazy matchup we have for round 3.
The biggest thing in this raid we're seeing was the Eagle not going down because the Queen did not go into that compartment, and he might have been a little later, even forgot to drop the jump in that spot, but still a great hit. Nonetheless, we're going to be seeing the next attacker from MCES. It's going to be Sinti, and he did come in with 2 2-stars. It was the first one was a 2-star, 88%. Second was a 2-star, 87%, and he had the mass Hogs. We'll see if he's going to go with Hogs as well in this raid.
Sinti is a player who is very cautious. He says that even though he knows 3 stars is the target, he's always going to plan an attack that gets the reliable 2-star hit before proceeding to the 3rd. He said he's really excited and, in fact, a bit impatient to show up here in the arena. He knows that there's a lot of pressure on him and his team to perform as the first French team at the Clash of Clans World Championship Qualifier. He's done really well so far, but hasn't shown us that 3-star that we all know he's looking for.
Drops the king on the bottom side, finds some Teslas. That is always good. You typically, if you put a Tesla farm on the outside of your base, you also might want to put one skeleton trap and a giant bomb because it can slow down King, it can slow down P.E.K.K.A.s. It is a great thing. The pros use it all the time, so think about adding that to your base when you're designing them, or even right now when you're changing them. Now the Lava Hound is coming out of the clan castle. There's some archers and drops a baby dragon. Still hasn't dropped the queen. Maybe wants to set up a nice funnel. Drops the balloon, pulls a sinking air mine as well. Just like that to prevent a easy balloon cleanup. He has to invest a second one, but now comes some more archers. Does have 2 poisons, drops the first one. So the archers step through that and they get taken out. And now he's gonna have to drop the queen. And then the mass Hog Riders.
Something a bit unusual about this attack, we usually see the heroes going in for the first stage of this hit, but Cynthia's held onto them. Maybe that can harken back to the fact that he is a Town Hall 7 pro. In fact, he was bragging that he was the first Town Hall 7 player to make it into the Legend League. So maybe he's taken a bit of his skills from early on in clashing, and will get to use them here in Champions, in the Clash of Clans World Championship.
Yeah, the Warden looked like it walked around the wall, didn't want to jump it, popped the Grand Warden Eternal Tome, has the Skellies on the enemy queen. The Stone Slammer's coming up on the top side to help remove some of the defenses, but that Eagle Artillery is still raining down on these troops. The Hogs are grouping up very nicely. If they can take down this Eagle and move into this next multi-target Inferno, that's going to be huge value with the heal spell leading into there. That Stone Slammer's still up. Its movement doesn't have much health. Out comes the Hog Riders. That Lava Hound's not going to do anything, but we do have an Archer Tower. Depends on their pathing. Is it a possible 3-star for MCES?
Cynthia has just got no more troops or spells left to deploy. All he can do is crack his knuckles and pray now. The Grand Warden trying to keep these Hog Riders up, but there's still quite a lot of them. Looks like no more defensive structures for them left to deal with after this final Archer Tower at the top of the map, and still a lot of troops to spread out to try to get this cleanup finished off. The things I'm noticing, though, we still have quite a few structures on the right side. That could be a long march for these Hog Riders. This is going to come down to the wire, Carbon Fin.
This is going to come down to the final seconds. He does have a Wizard. That's going to be huge DPS. The Hogs are moving through this. 14 seconds, 97, 90, almost 8. Can he finally grab this one? It's looking like a 3-star from Cinti. The first one for him of the day. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Oh, no! Falls a little bit short right there for the 99 for MCES.
Another 99% hit for MCES, following up on Hugo Stieglitz's excellent performance in his first attack. We've got another really close finish here. Downside is it's not a 3rd star on the board, but the upside is if this does wind up going to a percentage tiebreaker, MCES is going to have a definitive lead.
They are leading for sure in that percentage category. Now we have Bernal of INTZ looking to come in. His first 2 attacks were all Queen Charge Lalo, and the first one against Tower Japan was a 3-star. The second was into 2-star, 86%. So is he looking to go in with another Queen Charge Lalo? He is. For INTZ, can he turn this one into a 3-star as well?
Cynthia just attacked, and now it's time for some retribution. Bernal, the master of queen walking, told us that if he manages to win a big prize at the ESL One Hamburg World Championships, he's going to spend it on his mother. He said he's very thankful for her putting up and supporting him as he progresses into this professional esports career. He's growing out his mustache to show off a little bit of personal flair there, and he's been able to twirl it every time he gets 3 stars. I hope he gets the chance to do it again here.
That would be awesome. The queen looks like she's going to walk into this multi-target Inferno. If he drops a rage, just needs 1 wall breaker to get through this wall. There's the 1 wall breaker. Hopefully the queen doesn't move around. She goes to the wall. It should open it up and help the queen get to the enemy queen. Beautiful job right there, saving the 1 wall breaker and let the queen take out the multi. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been able to make it in. Now poisons the enemy queen because that Lava Hound actually flew up and around. Now the queen's going to get stuck on the Hound. Unfortunately, Pop's ability, there's still that baby dragon there.
Yeah, it's going to distract this queen for a little while out here on the left side of this map, but fortunately she's not taking too much damage. Just that multi-target Inferno burning away at her. Does lose one of her healers to the lava pups that came out, and I think that that's going to be the end of her charge into this base.
The queen goes down right there, still has the lava hounds only at 31%. That Stone Slammer is going to activate the Town Hall by dropping right on that Archer Tower. So very nice job at not dropping balloons on the Archer Tower so that the Town Hall will activate. There it is, flying it around, drops the Rage Spell, still has the Grand Warden Channel Tone, pops it right there. That Stone Slammer is going to help damage it, and now the Town Hall goes down. Balloons on the top side, moving around, going to have to push through this sweeper. It's like the sweeper's not even doing anything, just looking at the balloons. That multi-target Inferno is now hitting them, finds the Tessa farm, but he still has that Tessa on the top side with that Eagle raining down, and it looks like he's going to fall short. Doesn't have enough balloons, going to try to haste his way through. There's so many defenses left.
INTZ needs back-to-back 3-star hits just to tie it up against MCES, which had a commanding lead going into this match and has already scored a 3-star strike against them. Bernal running out of steam in the final stages of this hit. Looks like it's going to be the end of his clan's attempt to get first place in this group. They still are in playoff contention, though, and have one more shot at remaining in the lead.
Gonna be about a 76% 2-star, has the minions on the top side, and it finishes there for INTZ.
It seems like MCES is that Mount Everest for INTZ, and they can't climb it no matter what they try. They're still trailing here, and MCES shows that they can do it behind the stage as they can do on stage.
Bernal's early stage of this hit managed to grab that Town Hall nice and easy. Used that Eternal Tome ability, buffed up from this level 40 Grand Warden to keep his troops safe. It is a really delicate balancing match to using that Eternal Tome ability early enough in the raid so that it can capture enough attacking troops without them wandering out of the range of that life aura, but you don't want to use it too soon, especially if the key defensive structures that are firing down the heaviest on your attacking forces are deep inside the base.
Next up, we have for MCS Arium, and he's proven his versatility. The first two attacks were a P.E.K.K.A. Smash with a 3-star, and the second one was a Queen Charge Lalo, got an 86% 2-star, and now he's coming in with the Hogs. He's showing he can do it all three different attack strategies in these attacks, in these wars here. Beautiful job. Let's see if he can capitalize. Drops the King, Ice Golems, Edrag gets some nice chain value. There's the Tessa farm. He drops one wall breaker all the way across the map, pulls a giant bomb. There, we've talked about it before, seeing a skeleton trap inside a Tessa farm. We'll find probably another giant bomb in there as well. King Pop's ability. Can this queen go for this Town Hall and follow up in there?
That's a great point, Carbon Finn. The versatility of this team is really starting to shine in the late stages of this Group A match. This is basically the all-star team from France, bringing together players from multiple different clans and different backgrounds, but all united behind the same goal of bringing France to the world stage and proving that their team has got a shot at winning it all. They defeated Lost Meta Axe in the ESL Play Online Qualifier to make it here. They were in the top 4, in fact, of the ESL Play Online Qualifier, but they also are a team that is top 20 global on the Clan War League leaderboards. They are fighting hard and have got a great shot at making it all the way to the top.
Now the Grand Warden is following these Hogs and drops the double Skellies, but oh no! Dropped them in the wrong compartment. They're gonna have to work on the wall to get to this Queen first. Oh no, unfortunately Queen jumped that wall to go down, but the Hogs are moving through. There's a lot of, oh, did the Queen just pick off that Grand Warden? Unfortunately, he goes down. Doesn't have any more spells. The Skellies are working on the wall. There should hopefully be enough. The Skellies also received an update not too long ago that they became armored, and it takes 2 shots to actually take out the Skellies instead of just that one.
Well, they have taken out the Queen now, and the Hogs are on the last leg of this base. 3 more defensive structures, 2 now, as they're starting to hammer away at the Archer Tower and the Wizard Tower now. There's still a defensive Lava Hound, which might provide a little bit of distraction for the Wizards and Archers rounding around the outside, but there's just not that many buildings left for them to have to take down. 98%, and with plenty of time to get the cleanup, Arium has done it! Keep calm and carry on. That's how you get 3 stars.
And that's another 6-pack for MCES. Not only did they get one, but this is the second time that a player on MCES got 2 3-stars. It hasn't happened in any clan, but it's happened twice for MCES today in the wars. The beautiful mass hog Skellies, even though the Skellies were dropped in the wrong compartment, still got it done. Now we have the leader of INTZ, Marinol, coming in. The first 2 attacks, he came in with a Sui Lalo and then a P.E.K.K.A smash, a 79% and a 93. He's looking to finally inch his way closer to his first triple.
Ariam and Linnaid both with 3-star hits so far today. Ariam actually edged out Linnaid in overall damage percentage, so that might mean that he's the MVP of the day. We'll have to keep an eye on him later, but with the final attack from INTZ, Marinol is doing his best to bolster his team's chances at advancing to the playoffs. They cannot compete now against MCES for that first place position, but they know that Top of Japan are right on their heels, only 1 star behind them, and Top of Japan has shown their great ability to put up 3-star hits before. This is the final opportunity for Marinol, the leader of this Brazilian clan, to keep them alive.
If they want to get to the playoffs, this attack matters so much. Drops the heroes to help take out this section. Now drops the mass hogs from the top side, drops the heals, saving the Stone Slammer for the Town Hall, sends some more hogs for those tassels that actually popped up. Out comes the Lava Hound archers. At least he dropped the poison there to help take the archers down. And now he's dropping heals over on the opposite side. Drops a freeze on the queen. There's the Skellies. There's the Grand Warden, Eternal Tome. Can he move through the rest and heal the hogs up to get the first 3-star of the day?
Looks like the Skeletons might have helped out a little bit with taking down that the Wizard Tower in addition to finishing off that queen. Marinol's got a good shot here. He's done everything right with this hog raid. He still has his Grand Warden near full health and another free spell to use on that multi-target Inferno toward the backside, but I don't know if he's got any hog riders left at that point to be able to finish it off.
Unfortunately, the hogs got picked up. Still has 1 freeze. That Stone Slammer, you're going to see hog riders come out of it. Drops a freeze, grabs the Expo and multi-target Inferno. Those Skellies are going to rain down on the hogs, helping take them down. It's looking like just a 70%, in the 70% range of a 2-star, and he's just got the cleanup at this point. So it's going to come down to the final war, and how is the rest of the clans going to do to determine that second clan that's going to be moving on to the next day in the playoffs. I am super excited with the Wizards trying to get as much percentage as possible, 78, 79, and then this Wizard will finally go down to these lava pups right there, and MCES coming away with this one.
By stopping the hot streak of INTZ, MCES taking the win, showing everyone what they're capable of, and it just ran through this, took INTZ apart, them not finding any answer to get back here in the game, and that was definitely the match we expected from 2 big clans clashing right here.
It was a great match right there. That was the 3rd one that INTZ was on this stage for, so we saw all of them. Can't wait for the next one as well, the final one, so don't go anywhere. We have the hogs coming from the top, saving the Stone Slammer for the Town Hall, but unfortunately he just ran out of the hogs and the heal spells for the back end of the space.
INTZ, an expert veteran of the arena. This team seemed unbeatable in their first 2 wars up on the stage, but the newcomers in MCES have done the unthinkable. In their very first performance here at the ESL Play On Arena, they've managed to get a very impressive 34-star total.
You've mentioned it, it's their first time here in Poland, and they are doing a wonderful job showing why they deserve to be here. But now let's go ahead to Renee over on the couch with the interview.
35 stars, actually. Wow.
Bangs, I'm back here at the couch with Tryhard from MCES. You guys just took INTZ apart. They fell apart. Nothing was stopping you guys. I got 99, 100, 88, 99, 100. How is that even possible that you guys went into autopilot on the last attacks there?
Comment c'est même possible que vous avez réussi tellement bien? Est-ce que c'était un autopilote? Comment vous avez fait?
Eh bien, on a strat vraiment très longtemps. On a passé du temps sur chaque base, on a revu tout ça ensemble. Chaque strat était validée par tous les membres de l'équipe. Donc voilà, on a réussi à faire cette performance.
Well, we did very well before when we were preparing our bases, so everything was double checked, and that's how we did it.
It definitely helped that you stopped their hot streak and kept yours alive, so you guys are on a winning streak. We saw on Twitter and all the social medias that you guys got a lot of support by the French community. Is that helping you? Is that lifting you up to perform like this?
Sur les réseaux sociaux, on voit que vous avez beaucoup de soutien de vos fans français. Est-ce que ça vous aide? Est-ce que vous le sentez?
Oui, ça apporte énormément d'aide. On est vraiment content d'avoir tout ce soutien derrière nous et on les remercie du fond du cœur.
Yeah, it helps a lot. We really feel it. We are very thankful. We know there's a lot of fans who help us and who support us, and we are very thankful.
Thanks, Rahat, and welcome to the playoffs. That's pretty sure. With that, we're heading over, and seems like the French Clash of Clans community is striking hard, Itsu.
Yeah, for sure, especially with their air attacks. It's insane. They're doing insane stuff, even though there were a lot of Hogs attacks as well, but the air attacks are, for me personally, really, really impressive. So let's take a look at the first attack, which is a kind of Sui Kill Squad Lalo attack, a combination because he's using his heroes, but just to support them and get a little bit deeper inside of the base, the Ram as well. He's trying to get into the multi-Inferno tower and make sure that he's getting the enemy queen as well, because one thing you have to notice is the enemy CC is on the other side of the space, and this means the CC will never come out. Like, it's chilling on the other side. Normally it's always a Lava Hound in there, so he's not too concerned about that. And this means he's only taking his own heroes pretty much to take a lot of stuff out on the other side, which he's in the end getting is around this. And this means that he has a really nice Lalo pathing for the end. And I'm talking a lot about the pathing of troops, because in the end, that's what's all about. That you can control your troops, make sure that you hit your spells, because this combination makes, in the end, a 3-star. And he's making this perfectly. Even though he got surprised by the Tesla, he has 2 Lava Hounds earlier in the first air defense. The enemy CC is coming out, but he's dropping a poison for them, so there's not too much damage on his troops. Another special thing for the Lalo attacks is that they're using a lot of free spells, which means they don't want to go through the base too fast, which means not too many rage spells. They're going kind of slow, kind of relaxed, and using a lot of free spells to make sure that their troops are staying alive and going through the space with more health. Like, normally you sometimes even heal spells, but they're preferring the free spells, which is kind of unique as well. So this, in the end, with all of the haste spells left, making sure that he's getting the triple, and this is how MCES completely smashed their opponents.
Thanks, Itsu, and it's time for us to calm down a bit because we're running hot already with the attacks we had, and then we fire everything up again. Once again for the last match of today. Look at the scale. Look at the matches we had so far. That was a great day one.
It was absolutely a great day one. MCES showing why they deserve to be here, getting 2 people with 6-packs. But I can't wait for the next matchup, Top of Japan and NOVAMaoDou. Which one is going to be getting that 2nd place?
MCES, I gotta say it bears repeating. At 92.8%, that's the highest overall destruction that we've seen in a very long time. Beat every team that was here in the June Qualifier. They're almost certainly going to be moving on. In fact, I'm pretty sure that there's almost no way for any other team to tie up to them unless Top of Japan got 15 stars in their next 4. That would be the only way to surpass them. But they've got their playoff spot secured.
They definitely do, but nothing is decided yet. We got another spot that's up for grabs, and one of the team going for it is Top of Japan.
We are Top of Japan.
I'm Ayase.
I'm Toto.
I am Stellan.
I'm Wado. And I'm Takana.
ここに戻ってくるのは3回目なんですけれども、過去2回悔しい思いをしているので、今回は必ずリベンジしたいと思っています。全員が出場経験があるメンバーなので、相手の傾向だとか、いったことはしっかり理解していますし、緊張もそんなにはしないかなというふうに思っています。で、今回からは、特に作戦を変えるといったことはないんですけれども、前回前々回も惜しいところまではいけているんで、同じように戦っていきたいかなと思っています。一番強いライバルだと思っているのは INTZ です。 配置が硬くて攻めも上手くてなおかつプロチームということで、出場経験も我々と同じく3回目ということなので、ライバルだと思っています。
Top of Japan, bringing all the experience from the previous qualifiers. But once again, it gets narrower and narrower for them to actually make it.
With top of Japan, we have Takana, Wado, Ayase, Sturdom, and Toto.
And the final lineup for NOVAMaoDou, Terry, Minigun, YY, Alan, and Baitu.
Our last match of today, still one spot open for the playoffs on Sunday. One of these teams could grab it. Will it be top of Japan or will it be NOVAMaoDou? Big question once again. Here we go. Last match fired up.
This is the match that's going to determine who else is making it to the playoffs. NOVAMaoDou is going to be kicking it off for the first attack. Going to be excited to see. We're going to see what they're going to come in with. He's definitely focused. We have Baitu. He came in with his first 2 attacks. It was a 2-star for each, a 72% and a 96. Both P.E.K.K.A smashes, and it looks like he's doing that again.
NOVAMaoDou really far behind in the star race right now. They need to put up at least 12 stars to remain competitive against INTZ, and they would probably need to get a 13, in fact, in order to surpass them. It would be extremely difficult to be able to reach that average destruction that INTZ has been able to put up on the board. Now is the time. Pedal to the metal. Baitu, the first attack here from NOVAMaoDou, giving them their last shot at playoff contention.
Dropping the Queen at the top side with the healers on her. Can he grab this multi-target Inferno potentially through a jump? Drops a Rage Spell. She's going for the wall and not walking up and around this base. Actually could help to keep the healers away. But did he plan for everything to group up for the Town Hall and jumping over the core? Drops the one balloon, another one. They're not necessarily targeting. That one now targets the multi. Can it take it down to protect the healers?
I don't know. He gets the pull of the CC right there, trying to keep these healers safe. He's going to drop the poison spell as well. That'll be able to take out the archers while this Queen focuses on the Lava Hound. That ground-based Expo out in the back, firing away at the Queen and taking her really far down, forcing that Royal Cloak ability from the Queen to keep her alive. The main phase of the attack has started off. Now we've got 3 P.E.K.K.As over on the left side of the map with bowlers to support. Splash and damage all around the exterior of this base, taking out the Teslas and Archer Tower and Grand Warden. Now we have the big Town Hall Giga Tesla activating now and starting to zap away at these troops.
Woody, the Queen was able to take down that Eagle artillery, so it won't be firing on the troops anymore, so it can get a ton of value. Still has the Stone Slammer, drops the heal for these bowlers, because he lost all the healers, unfortunately, so there was no way for these bowlers to get healed back up. Finds the Tornado Trap. Stone Slammer at the bottom of your screen to help on the cannon. It's going to take the one-shot, take it down, move into this Archer Tower, and has a Baby Dragon to help try to clean up. Moving around, the Grand Warden's going to go down. Stone Slammer pops, drops the haste with balloons to try to help and get more percentage.
Meanwhile, the Archer Queen with her new Valkyrie skin right there in the center of the base has just been firing away at these P.E.K.K.As, bowlers, and balloons soaring in. The MVP on defense, this Archer Queen is going to keep this base strong and sturdy. Baitu's attack is going to fall a bit short. We're seeing it approaching 70% now, just enough to keep his clan alive, but we really need a 3-star hit soon from NOVAMaoDou.
Unfortunately, this was his worst attack at 70%, 2% less than his 72% attack in the first one. The Archer coming in, trying to get to 71 and pick off the Elixir Collector with 10 seconds. It should be able to, with the final arrows of the Archer, take it down for a 71. Remember not to give up on the percentage. It's going to come down to that. It's going to be super close. Coming in with the first attack.
Taking a look now at the replay. Baitu had a lot of trouble early on in this raid trying to get those P.E.K.K.As and bowlers to crash onto this king and continue their path toward the center. It was an early Eternal Tome ability here from Baitu to keep his troops clear through that Giga Bomb. They just took too much damage in the second stage of their hit after finishing off that Town Hall to be able to stay alive much longer.
Next up, we have Sturdom. His first 2 attacks was a 2-star 68% Queen Charge Hogs, and the second was a 2-star 85 Queen Charge Miners against MCES. What is he going to come in with in this one? It's going to be a Queen Charge Hog with Quad Quake in this attack.
Showing off the hand signals for TOJ, the top of Japan. Sturdom is a baby dragon lover, and he did bring one of them this time into the attack. He says his superpower is his 191-centimeter body, the tallest player in the arena today, trying to tower over the competition now. Top of Japan looking to put up another 3-star on the board here. Sturdom, we haven't seen him get that done just yet. He got a 2-star 68% in the first war. Is now going to be his chance to show off his skills.
The Queen is walking from the bottom side with the healers charging in. Use the Quad Quake to not only open up the Town Hall, but also give the Queen an ability to take out the Eagle and the enemy Queen if the Queen walks up instead of down. Pulls the Valkyrie, Witch, and Baby Dragon. Some archers should be able to get through this no problem. The Queen and that poison will take care of it. Drops the Rage, gets through the CC, gets through the Town Hall, and now we'll have to lock on to this enemy King. Be careful. Hopefully the Queen can get some shots. At least she's in the Rage, and the King was in that poison just as it expired. And now the Queen's going to move over to the Grand Warden altar, take it down. And now if she goes up to this Eagle and enemy Queen, he can start the Hogs.
Something else to point out, because top of Japan is behind INTZ right now in the overall destruction percentage, unless they manage to get the 12-star here in this war, they're going to need an extremely high destruction percentage in the 90s in order to compete with INTZ on that tiebreaker basis. That's why every building matters so much to Sturdom. He's working so hard to ensure that every single stage of this attack goes just perfectly. He's moving pretty slowly in here with only a minute left now, finally deploying the Hog Riders into the left side of the space.
The Hogs are moving through the Queen, got the enemy Queen and that Eagle, huge value. He's moving in with the Grand Warden ability and 2 more heals. That Warden ability is almost like another heal spell. Granted, the Hogs don't get a benefit of healing up. They just don't get hit and affected by any of the defenses hitting on them. The Eternal Tome, there it is used. So if you've never used the Grand Warden ability, it is unlocked at Town Hall 11. That's when you can use him. But the Hogs are moving around with the final heal spell over this multi-target Inferno, gonna try to help take it down. The Grand Warden is moving in, helping. Does he have enough Hogs here, Woody?
I think he might. He's got a beautiful spread on these Hogs. They're targeting multiple different defenses at the same time. These cannons and Teslas are going down the last remaining defensive structures to be able to fire away at them. Are at the top of the map, that Wizard Tower and the Archer Tower. He's got a few cleanup troops along the outside of the map, but I think that the key problem he's going to have here is running out of time. Only 15 seconds left. He might have had the troops and he might have had the firepower, but I don't think he's going to have enough seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, he's going to fall short there. It's going to be a 93 maybe. Yeah, with 3 seconds left. Still a great hit for top of Japan, getting the percentage. There it is. Use the Quad Quake in that Queen Charge Hogs, and top of Japan getting it there.
Let's take another look at the replay here. Sturdom from top of Japan getting that 93% hit with a Queen Charge, moving into Hogs later on. Beautiful value on this poison spell early in the raid and kept that Queen alive nice and long enough to take out the enemy Queen and the Eagle Artillery. She got her job done, but the Hogs just couldn't finish their part toward the end. Next up, we're going to see Terry from NOVAMaoDou. Terry used QC Hogs in his first war against INTZ, got a 2-star 96%, so very close to getting that 3 that NOVAMaoDou so desperately needs.
And now he's coming in with mass Hogs. Did the Queen Charge Hogs in the previous attack, which got a 91%. And now he's going to try 40 Hog Riders. Does have an Earthquake, interesting enough. And he has 4 wall breakers, potentially to break into a compartment and grab a multi-target Inferno. Drops the 2 balloons to take out the mortar right there, getting hit by the air defense. King is going to loop down around this base, find some Teslas. The Town Hall is on the top side. Terry is looking to help try to get a couple more 3-stars. They need it for NOVAMaoDou.
Pops that Barbarian King ability along the outside edge here. His job is just going to be to get as many of these outside buildings beyond the walls. He's encountering the enemy Barbarian King and takes a few shots at him, but can't finish him off. could be a problem later on in this raid, Carbon Fin, unless the Queen can get to him as well.
The Queen should be able to remove the enemy Queen. Look at that Ice Golem Radius, freezes and grabs that Queen, drops another Ice free spell right there on the Expo, and should be able to grab the Queen, and she does in the 2 shots through her Royal Cloak. And now the Stone Slammer is going to help take down this cannon. We do have 1 ground Expo, and it can remove a bomb tower, which is great for Splash to remove that off the Hogs. And he has the Earthquake, which will damage the Town Hall and let the Hogs then target it. Otherwise, the Hogs would just pass it.
Loud blast from his speaker as the Grand Warden marches into the arena. The key exchange here in the center is going to be whether or not these Hogs can survive the enemy CC shots. The poison spell going down to take them out nice and early. Terry doing his best to keep these Hogs topped off as the Eternal Tome ability goes off. They finished off the Town Hall and are on their way to the 2nd star, but the Barbarian King is about to encounter this pack of Hog Riders. Is this Dragon going to be enough to finish him off?
He's got the Hogs moving up. The Dragon helped take down that multi-target Inferno. That final heal spell is down. Hogs move from the top. Hogs move from the bottom. There's a giant bomb next to a bomb tower. That Dragon's going to go down to the air defense and air Skellies. But these Hogs are the final things remaining. Unfortunately, that multi-target Inferno and those cannons and point defenses are going to be too much for the Hogs to handle. And at this point, Terry's going to be looking to get the higher percentage on the attack. He is the one with has the most percentage destruction of all his clan members. Nobody on NOVAMaoDou unfortunately has the 3-star. The highest is Terry with the 2-star, 94%. And he's looking to be at a 68 here. Tries to get into a potential 70. But that Goblin's on the Dark Elixir storage right there. A Miner as well should be able to reach into the 70.
Terry told us that his teammates are geniuses, and he would well know. He's a college student himself. He said that if he does manage to get a prize out of this event, he wants to go buy an iPad. He's going to have to hold on to those dreams, though, as NOVAMaoDou is in a tough spot. They've got a shot, but they need 3 stars with only 3 attacks left. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, someone's going to have to step up here. Beautiful use of the Earthquake to help activate that Town Hall, but the Tornado Trap slowed the Hogs around and spun them into the wall. If you do find a Tornado Trap, it actually spins the troop counterclockwise, so you can actually use that in which way you think they're going to Hogs or balloons are going to move around. If it is Hogs, they can be pushed into a wall if it's on the left side. Now we have Takana of Top of Japan looking to try to get his first 3-star. He came in with 2 Queen Charge Hogs in his previous 2 attacks with a 2-star 90% and a 2-star 85.
Takana, having just been attacked by Terry, said that he's not going to take that one on the chin without swinging back at YYNNN.
Coming in with the Queen Charge Miners, 24 of them and 8 wall breakers. We haven't seen too many Miners on the live stage or even at all today here. There were a couple Miner attacks backstage. We have the Queen now charging in to the enemy King. And where is she going to go? Is she going to go to the right side? Unfortunately, not going to take this Town Hall down unless he has to try to adapt, but the healers are getting picked off by this air defense.
Brutal hits that Takana's healers are taking there. It looks like he lost one of them. The Queen will stay alive and will engage with the enemy Barbarian King now, having no trouble taking him down on the outside of his base. Giant just took a few shots from the cannon as the Queen makes her way toward that CC, gets the pull. He's facing down a baby dragon, archers, and a witch. Uses the poison, and that should be enough to finish off the enemy CC. A few skeletons kind of creep along the outside wall there and will distract this Queen for a little while, but she should go in against that Town Hall next and won't have much difficulty taking it down.
Yeah, the Town Hall is going to be taken out by the Queen right here. You want to set a funnel for the Miners, potentially use the King to go up top the base and Miners to come in between both of your heroes into the core. And remember, the Miners do target the enemy Queen, so she is not as important to take down, but if you can grab her and the Eagle, that's huge value. The King hasn't been dropped. Now he's dropped on the top left of your screen, and Miners in between the heroes. That's a typical type of Miner deployment you see. And gonna drop this first heal spell for the Miners. A Rage for the Queen to keep her alive. Takes down the storage to help narrow that funnel for the Miners. Pops the Queen ability, and now she's going through the wall. And this is actually pretty useful, only if that Queen was actually tanking some of the shots from the Expos, and she is right now. And the healers are under Rage, keeping her alive, but it looks like The Queen is going to just take too much firepower. One of the healer comes back to her. Down she goes. But this is a beautiful thing about a Queen Charge miners is the healers can transfer off to the miners when they're moving around if the Queen dies off.
And they have transferred, but not to the miners. They've gone to the Grand Warden instead. They're taking a lot of shots from these Expos, and now they've managed to take down another one of them. The miners, meanwhile, are still plentiful as they cruise through the top left side of this base. They're burrowing in toward that Inferno tower now, but there's only one heal spell left and 2 multi-target Infernos to deal with. These miners have got a long path left to carve in this base before they can get to the 3-star.
The miners are going to try to go on the top side. Has one more heal. Surprised he hasn't dropped it. There it is. If he dropped it a little bit earlier to survive the massive amount of miners, but he doesn't have the cleanup on the top side, and they're going to have to loop around with only 13 seconds left in this raid. Has a mini at the bottom. 87% going to try to get into the 90s. I mean, he's doing pretty well with a 90 and 85 in his previous 2 attacks. Trying to get into the 90s. Oh, going to finish it in 89 right there.
Takana keeps top of Japan in the lead here against NOVAMaoDou, but both teams still far away from that second spot to go through to playoffs.
Takana, the leader of top of Japan, slices like a katana into the heart of YYNNN, but the defenses will hold up. The 2-star 89% keeps top of Japan in contention as they try to keep that percentage high to contest INTZ, currently leading them. Let's take a look at the scoreboard for Group A. INTZ at 32 stars, top of Japan 25, having used 2 of their attacks so far this war. They have 3 attacks left and need to get a 3-star on board.
They do, with only 1 3-star on the day for top of Japan from Toto in the last war. It's coming down. They're gonna need another one, hopefully. But we've got the next attack from NOVAMaoDou. He's going in. He is ready. Gonna be curious to see his army, what he's planning. It's Alan coming in. He did 2 Queen Charge Lalos, and now he's coming in with a P.E.K.K.A. Smash.
P.E.K.K.A. Smash showing another strategy in Alan's arsenal. He's got 9 P.E.K.K.A.s and 4 P.E.K.K.A.s and 9 bowlers. Mixed up the numbers on those 2 there, but is going to have a big ground-based offense supported with 4 earthquake spells able to crack open, an additional layer of walls now that they've recently been buffed, and a jump spell as well. Very difficult to pull this off, especially with so many compartments in this base. Lots of little wall segments for Alan to have to crack through. He's already used his only jump spell along the outside to get his Archer Queen into the center. Carbon.
Oh no, all the P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers went to the top side. They didn't go to that jump spell. Now he has to react in the fly, drops the quad quake to hopefully get the bowlers to come back into this core, but nothing is going right. He's trying to react, hits the Grand Warden Eternal Tome, but the Queen should still be able to remove the Town Hall, but that multi is hitting and taking out all of those bowlers. The Queen still has her Royal Cloak ability, which makes her go invisible for a short time period, and defenses will not target onto her, which makes her super strong in these raids. The Stone Slammer coming from the top side, hopefully going to be able to move through, but it will get hit by the enemy Queen and that air defense as it's flying over it.
Saw a really heads-up play there from Alan, recognizing that the ground troops were looping along the top side of the base, tried to get them into the core by using that earthquake spell on the top left compartment, but still not quite enough for NOVAMaoDou to be able to move on. They need more 3-stars, and without another back-to-back hit in the last 2, they won't have a chance to move on. You see the ESL One Hamburg in the bottom right corner. You can buy tickets now if you want to attend that event in late October. But Carbon Finn, it looks like top of Japan is the only team left in this war in contention for that event.
Unless we see a handful more of 3-stars to try to knock out INTZ from that second spot. Alan is trying to get as much percentage, but at this point, they need the 3-stars, has the final minion, trying to reach up to the 69%. Unfortunately, not going to get higher than that with 35 seconds. Might just pass into the 70s. All those bowlers and P.E.K.K.A.s just went the wrong way, didn't charge in with the Queen, didn't set that funnel. And we're taking a look at Group A at the top right. MCES leading it the way at 35, INTZ at 32. And then we have the war right now with top of Japan and NOVAMaoDou. It's neck and neck. They're going to have to come out with some 3-stars to even make and catch that lead.
NOVAMaoDou has put up some really close hits reaching for that 3-star. Terry, I think, came the closest with the 2-star, 96% hit that he had in game number 2. But these defenses are just so difficult to crack. They appear impregnable for the NOVAMaoDou team. And a hush is over that side of the arena now as they recognize that their chances of advancing to the playoffs have started to evaporate. This last attack from Allen showing a bit of difficulty getting those ground forces into the base. The multi-target Inferno is just burning up these troops wherever they come into range at the top and left corners.
Queen unfortunately went by herself to that section, but now Top of Japan is coming in. WADO is looking to come in and try to get his first 3-star. He came in with Mass Hogs, his first attack. He came in with Mass Miners, his second attack, and now he's coming in with P.E.K.K.A Smash on his third one, dropping the balloons on the top side to take out the Archer Tower. There is the Tesla, unfortunately, drops a third balloon, takes out, helps set the funnel, and the Archer Tower does go down, drops the Baby Dragon as well. Hopefully this balloon can take the Tesla down and help establish that funnel. It does on the top side. Is it going to pull the CC? Some archers come out of it. There could potentially be a Lava Hound or more archers, which we've been seeing a handful of archers in witch CCs now.
We saw a fist pump from WADO as he started this attack, keeping the spirits high on the side of Top of Japan. They've got a few more hits to get another star onto the board and tie up their score against INTZ, the team that beat them in their first war here today. Now, Top of Japan did manage to get the win. Actually, I take that back. No, I thought they won against MCES. They were tied against MCES. This would actually be their first win if they managed to get a victory here, and they've got to do it decisively, preferably with a 12-star strike.
They have a few more attacks to try to get that done, with the first attack being the 2-star 93% from Top of Japan. They're looking to not only get the 3-star, but if they can't get the 3, they have to get the percent as well. One of these attacks has to come in and for that triple, but that poison is down on the pups, not getting all of them in the front. Drops the jump to hopefully loop the P.E.K.K.As, the Queen, the Bowlers all into this core here to go to the enemy Queen, the multi-target Inferno, and then potentially save the Stone Slammer to grab the Town Hall.
Stone Slammer, a really reliable way to finish off that Town Hall when nothing else seems to work. It'll go almost directly toward it as long as you've got it activated. It'll turn on that Giga Tesla at 51%, or maybe a little bit sooner if the Bowler splashes right onto it. That's going to be actually bad news for WADO now, as his healers and Archer Queen are starting to take some zaps from this Giga Tesla. And a Tornado Trap kind of slowing things down now, spinning that Stone Slammer around. Meanwhile, the middle of the base is getting gutted. This Archer Queen getting a lot of support from the P.E.K.K.As, charging through and trying their best to take out the last remaining Inferno Tower on the right corner of this base, Carbon Fin.
And P.E.K.K.As, if they can take out this multi on this right side, that means the Queen can try to step up and around, has the P.E.K.K.A to tank. That Stone Slammer, it will get to this Wizard Tower. Oh, popped, and there it is. Out comes the balloon, still has the haste spell. But was that an accidental Queen ability used right there? Could have been a huge difference. Drops the haste on the Wizard Tower. We don't have too many things, but the thing that's going to be hitting him is the time. Is it going to be a time fail? Nonetheless, with 20 seconds left, they have to go all the way around this base, get through a few storages, 2 Elixir Collector storages, and the Dark Elixir storage. That's so much HP. Unfortunately, it's going to fall short, but still in the high percent 2-star. It's going to be a 90, a 91. Can he get to the 92? It's a 91% 2-star from WADO of Top of Japan.
Another really, really good attack here by the Japanese squad, but still not the 3-star they're looking for to maybe get that second spot off the hands of INTZ.
A great hit from WADO. He actually had a nice little advantage there in not needing to use that Archer Queen ability earlier on. She stayed healthy all the way through thanks to great positioning from his healers, but started to recognize later on in the raid that he was running out of time and popped his Queen's ability as soon as he thought he could start to use that additional damage from the archers and that Royal Cloak. We're turning back now to the side of NOVAMaoDou, where only 2 attacks remain, 2 more rounds in their chamber to try to get some more 3-star hits. It seems like they're out of playoff contention now, but they are going to leave their mark against Top of Japan and try their best to finish off this base, hitting Toto now.
And Minigun is coming in. He is showing with a Queen Charge Hogs. He came in with Queen Charge Miners and P.E.K.K.A Smash before. but now it's a different strategy. Drops the wall wrecker from the top side to move into the multi-target Inferno, and the Expo is firing down. It will take 3 shots from the wall wrecker to open up a maxed level 13 wall. It's going to try to get there. The Queen's going to get some nice value. It opens up the next wall. It's going to try to get through the Expo. Out comes 2 balloons to test for some seeking air mines. So the healers one pull it through this charge. The 2 ice golems are going to freeze up this whole area and even take out this enemy Queen right here. And the King pulls the Lava Hound Baby Dragon out of the clan castle. The Queen should get some nice value with the jump stuff.
I think she will. She's going to take out that Wizard Tower and continue her way along to the interior of this base. Minigun is really targeting onto that Eagle Artillery, trying to take it out with this Queen. It looks like she'll target right onto it right now, and before it even activates, it is destroyed. Minigun still has the CC troops to worry about, but with a poison spell available for use, he shouldn't have too much trouble there. He is using a Hog Rider-based attack, so the fact that he's dealt with most of the heroes on the enemy side is really great now. That Barbarian King is still alive, could cause some troubles for the Hog Rider if there's nothing to support him and take him down.
The Ice Golem is actually moving in towards this Town Hall. If it dies near it, it's going to freeze the Town Hall, uses the Earthquake, and look at that! He used the freeze from that Ice Golem to freeze the Town Hall, pops the Warden Eternal Tome. Perfect timing right there. But the Queen is moving on the top side, still has her ability, and that multi-target Inferno is going to remove the healers. He's got to get his cleanup down. He does have it. The King is beating down on the Grand Warden, drops the 1 balloon for that Archer Tower. Queen is going to go down to the top side, drops a freeze early on that multi and Wizard Tower, has a handful of Hogs, has 1 more heal spell, Woody.
It looked like Minigun had a shot at the 3-star, but the early use of that freeze might come back to haunt him now. He didn't protect the healers with it, and I think that he could have really used that freeze spell now that the Hogs are getting burnt up by the multi-target Inferno. They're spinning around in this tornado trap at the worst possible time, just getting hammered away by the cannon, multi-target Inferno, and those 2 Teslas. When all seemed to be going right for Minigun, the last bit of defenses along the right side corner of the base were just too much of an obstacle for him to overcome. The final hurdle tripped him up, and NOVAMaoDou is left wanting once again for that 3-star hit.
It's going to be a 90% 2-star. Might just get to a 91 if this can doesn't pick off that Wizard. It does. And that gold mine should go down for a 91% 2-star. And there we go, and that is it from Minigun. Still a great hit, but like you said, he did use that free spell pretty early right there.
All right, it's back now to top of Japan, but let's take a quick look first at the replay. Got an amazing charge in there with the Queen, taking out most of the key defenses that he needed to. Absolute flawless timing on these Ice Golems going down, providing the freeze right when his troops needed it, giving a nice Eternal Tome boost to those Hog Riders. Only missed a few in the pack that was at the far right side there and kept them going almost to the very end of the base. We're going back to Toto now, who's going to have 1 more shot at making this 3-star happen. He actually did manage to get a 3-star in top of Japan's second war against MCES. Can he do it again?
Toto is actually the only player on top of Japan to get a 3-star all of today with Queen Charge Hogs. Both his attacks today were Queen Charge Hogs, and he's coming in with the Queen Charge Hogs again. He's got the 1 miner, and you're wondering why does he have 1 miner in the composition? Well, it's to take down any storages that's in the middle of the base that the Hogs would ignore and pass. Now the Queen is up on the top side, drops the King to help set the funnel, and he's going to use this wall wrecker to charge into this air defense. Get ready, you might find some ground skellies near Teslas, or some giant bombs, which we have talked about before. Can the Teslas take down? It does. In 1 shot, takes that Tesla down. And he's going to be patient on these healers. Hopefully they don't move over to his King, and he needs them on his Queen.
Toto isn't too unhappy to encounter those Teslas early on in this raid. Being able to take them out with the heroes is preferable to having them zap away at your Hog Riders. So the fact that he's now made it to the center of the base where he's taken out the enemy Queen and the enemy Eagle Artillery is the double whammy that Toto was looking for to start things off here. Still on his path to the 3-star, taking out now the enemy CC troops, firing away at that, I think there's a Lava Hound behind that balloon. Finally pops and gives a chance now for the Queen to finish off the pups.
Nice use of the Hogs on the Archer Tower on the top side, because the Queen can't actually, she would be able to reach it because that wall up there is actually open. But what a use of the king to take out that enemy queen. Such great value because his queen would not be able to go over there unless you went for the expo. She is walking on the top side, and now we'll have to encounter the enemy king. And hopefully this queen can grab the town hall. He has 2 skeleton spells, which means he had no plans for his queen or king to remove the queen, and that's unfortunately going to be some spells that he can't use.
I mean, he could still use the skeleton spells. He'll get some value out of them, but he's probably kicking himself, wishing that he had brought another heal spell. That would have been the best value for these Hog Riders. They're staying relatively healthy along the right side of the arena. They've now encountered that tornado trap, though, but still managed to finish off the multi-target Inferno that was on top of them. Toto uses that Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability and drops that final heal spell, and now sends in the skeleton spells to try to distract this Wizard Tower and Bomb Tower on the backside. They're not going to be able to distract this multi-target Inferno very much, but the Hog Riders should have enough hammer power to finish it off. Meanwhile, the Queen Charge at the top is still going strong. The healers are doing their best to keep her alive. She's getting really low. Can she survive?
Oh, she does not. She does go down, but he didn't decide to use the Skellys on the Expos, which are only single target defenses. He decided to use it on the Wizard Tower and near a multi, which is Splash, meaning it would hit the Skellys all at the same time with the multiple damage from the multiple beams of the Inferno. And unfortunately, the Wizard is going to get picked off on the edge. 72%, 2-star, 73, trying to get as much more. But the Queen did get that Town Hall down and saved it for the 2-star, 73. Can he get a 74? 2 seconds remaining. Unfortunately, Toto is going to fall short in this one for Top of Japan.
Air is getting thinner. It seems like NOVAMaoDou is already out of contention for the playoffs, but Top of Japan, there is still a slight chance, but once again failing on achieving those 3 stars that they desperately need.
Yes, it comes down to getting those 3 stars. They've only got 1 today, unfortunately. They're gonna need a handful more to be able to help advance to the playoffs. So we saw the other clans not only getting 1, 2, but a multiple, even almost 4. Now we have YY of NOVAMaoDou coming in. He came in with 2 P.E.K.K.A. smashes, an 83% 2-star, and a 62% 2-star. Is he looking to do another P.E.K.K.A. smash? He is with a Quad Quake with a little bit of an exposed Town Hall on the left side.
Let's take a look at this final attack. The last stab from YYNNN against Ayase. Ayase also coincidentally the final attacker for Top of Japan, watching to see where his base might crack and crumble against this P.E.K.K.A. smash strike. YYNNN using a haste spell over there on the right side, but it looks like the troops aren't going to be wandering much closer to that. Just had to drop that earlier on to crack a few buildings along the right side to ensure that this funnel succeeds. Poison spell goes down now to take out the enemy baby dragon, some of the pups, but that Queen's getting awfully low, Carbon Fin.
The Queen unfortunately has to pop her Royal Cloak ability. Gonna get through this baby dragon here with the poison, and Kit took out the pups. King on the top side to help get the King to lure it down and around. The Queen should be able to remove. No, he does drop a Rage on the edge of the base. Unfortunately, grasped it right there and couldn't get it in the core. That is a complete accident. Grand Warden pops the ability, loses the Queen at this point. He even has 4 Earthquakes to open up the whole core there, and that is not looking too good. He's at 29%. He does have a 1 haste spell, but he planned on using that rage spell in the core to get a lot more value through the bowler bounces. Drops a handful of balloons on the bottom side. Air defense, because now the air defense is firing down on that Stone Slammer, hasting the bottom side balloons. He's got to get at least to the 50% to lock up that 2-star.
Ayase's defense is just pulverizing this attack from Ayase. Or from YY, rather. The Eagle Artillery firing away at that Grand Warden, doing its best to take it out, but it seems like he's kind of wandered within its artillery range now. It's retargeting onto the healers out in the back. He does pass the 50% threshold, but has lost so many troops in the early stage of this hit. A 2-star from YY to close out NOVAMaoDou's offense in this war matchup. They will not be able to advance with that performance, but they have done great pride for their team here in the arena. And if you're a fan of Nova, have no fear. There's another Nova team competing in Group B tomorrow. We'll get a chance to see more of them in action.
Yes, Nova has a second team, the team that qualified through ESL play, the one you see here qualified through the in-game clan war league. So as a clan, Nova still has a chance in Group B to see what they can do, but using that rage on the outside, Graston unfortunately couldn't get the rage in the core. That was a complete accident. Now we have Ayase for top of Japan looking to come in with the final attack. He did come in with two 2-stars, a 91% Sui Lalo his first attack, and then an 80% 2-star Sui Lalo in his second attack.
Well, he'll need to improve on that just to tie INTZ on the star count. We don't yet have the numbers in yet to determine whether or not a 3-star 100% would be sufficient to exceed INTZ's overall damage, but it doesn't look likely. Still, let's take a look at Ayase's final move against NOVAMaoDou. He's got 2 Lava Hounds and 39 balloons to get the job done. No healers to support the Queen this time. Instead, he's going full Lava Loop.
He is. He's going with another Sui Lalo. It looks like it's his favorite strategy of the day. Every single attack has been that. Drops the wall breaker on the top, doesn't potentially pull a small bomb because there could be a small bomb in that corner. What are the odds that there's a bomb if he's going to try to break that open? He does have to use a freeze. Don't be a small bomb right there. If there is, it's crazy. There is a spring trap right there. Oh no, they loses all of the wall breakers. He still drops the Queen. How unfortunate. The Queen now can't reach that multi-target Inferno.
And that's why you always send in a test wall breaker to see if there's a trap next to the walls.
He did, but it didn't make it all the way to the wall, unfortunately. Where is this Queen going? Goes inside this base, pulls the Lava Hound baby. Unfortunately, the Queen couldn't get the value. Now he's going to try to at least haste his balloons into this topside multi. He has to go all out for the 3-star. Takes out the multi. There is the baby dragon still over there. He can drop the poison to take the baby dragon out, but if he doesn't drop it properly, that means the baby dragon can jump out of the poison and continue to hit these balloons.
King Airmine chases down the Lava Hound and takes it out. It seems like everything is just going wrong for Ayase in the early stage and now moving into the middle section of this attack. He doesn't have that Town Hall activated yet, but if a balloon goes down over it, it will activate early. There it goes. That will be a 2-star claim by Ayase, but he still has a ton of targets to deal with in the middle of this base, facing down that Eagle artillery and that baby dragon still firing away, spitting burps of little fire out against these balloons. Enemy Archer Queen pops down a few more balloons, and there is no way that Ayase can pull it off. Carbon Fin
drops his freeze on the sweeper, drops his final freeze on the sweeper and multi. He's going to try to get these balloons to move in. That E-Dragon doesn't go anywhere near the Queen, and unfortunately, he's going to fall short here with only 1 3-star on the day for top of Japan. It unfortunately is going to be ending their run. You can see at the top right of your screen, MCES coming away with 35. We've got INTZ at 32, and then this 2-star will put top of Japan at 31. It still was a great try, 87%. Not going to get the triple. The Lava Hound's going to stall up some of those minions. Finishing it at 88, still a really nice try from Ayase of top of Japan. 10 final seconds. The Archer Queen is going to pick them off. 5, 4, 3, and 89%. 2-star right there for top of Japan.
A 2-sided Swordy on the stage as top of Japan claims to win here live against NOVAMaoDou, but unfortunately none of those teams will make it into the playoffs. Both come short. Top of Japan just 1 star basically out of the playoffs. Very unfortunate. You can be happy about the win, but they will be definitely sad about not making the playoffs.
We've seen many highs and lows today. Clans climbing to the peak, the top of Japan, but not able to weather the storm in the valley as they descend down. Ayase finding the first victory for his clan here today in the final attack for his team, edging out on that percentage destruction against NOVAMaoDou. But top of Japan, a playoff finalist from the previous month, just falling short of making it to day number 2 on Sunday when we see that single elimination bracket, Carbon Fin.
Yeah, we had a lot of people predicting top of Japan making it to the playoffs because they came up short against Queen Walkers last month. They were very good, but it doesn't go their way this month. We still have Renee on the couch with the interview.
I'm over here with Toto from Top of Japan, the winner of the match, but unfortunately a tragical story here with you guys not making it to the players. I mean, your attack's looking good in terms of destruction percentage. Was it that you guys didn't take enough risk to get 3 stars?
残念ながら勝利なんだけど進めないけどさ、まあ破壊率は高いんですけれども、多分リスクがもっとリスクすればいけると思いますか？
そうですね。破壊率は高い分もう少しだけ足りないようなアタックが多かったので全開率が伸びなかったと思います。
So well, I think we got a very good percentage, but we just lacked this little bit of something to go through with our attacks. We're very, very sorry about that.
Yeah, we know sometimes the little details that make it either playoffs or not. You guys have been here throughout the whole qualifiers, basically. You're part of the show, your fan favorite with your team. Will you guys come back next month and prove it once again that you're among the best of the world?
よくこっちに行きますけれども、まだ一つのチャンスがあるんですけれども、来月も来るつもりですか？
来月も来ます。
We'll definitely come next month.
Thanks, Toto, and wish you all the best for your next attempt in the qualifier. With that, our last match is over, done and dusted, but I'm pretty sure that you got something for us. I mean, a big logo.
Sadly, no replay. I don't know.
I can draw you something. No, I will not do that. Never mind though. It's like I just really like the logo. I think you look great next to it. But with that, no replay. That means we got people over at the desk with Woody and Carbon Fin.
Yes, we unfortunately didn't have that replay there for INTZ to break it down, but still, Top of Japan still does really well, and they're going to fall short here. They still have another shot to come back next month in August. I'm really excited to see if they can make it back, but that means we have INTZ, and we have, unbelievable, the first time they're here, MCES advancing to the playoffs.
That's right, Carbon Fin. And not just Top of Japan with a chance to make it back here. We've got another qualifier, and so that means there's another opportunity for you to join us on stage. Hope that you'll compete in the in-game Clan War Leagues and try to make it into the top 4 or in the ESL Play online competition.
That's true. There's always a way for you, even if I said that very often, I'm sorry, but we're running out of chances. All these teams need to deliver either this qualifier or next. Yeah, they're the 2 wildcards, but you don't really want to rely on that one, right? You want to qualify immediately. You can either do it this month or next month. Day 1 is in the books. That's a schedule right next to me, showing you all the results of today, and it seems to be a full MCES party here on Friday.
Yeah, MCES coming in, showing what the French community can do. They were definitely not here before. They didn't have the experience, but they're showing why they deserve to be here.
Sure are. They've got 35 stars. I believe that's as many as we've seen from any clan in a day 1 playoff event. So they're definitely going to be moving on with a strong bout of momentum behind them. But once again, INTZ in consistent fashion has made it to the playoffs yet again. They'll be in the 2nd seed spot facing off against the number 1 seed. But we'll have to find out who that is tomorrow.
And to rest the group here in Group A, with a new team coming into the playoffs and one team that has a lot of experience already on stage. We'll see more of that in the playoffs and obviously tomorrow in Group B. But you know what my favorite dragon is, right? I mean, everyone saw it on social media. It's pretty easy to guess, right? But what is the favorite dragons of all our players?
Eu prefiro o Baby. Em termos de dragão, acho que é o que eu mais utilizo.
Lightning Dragon.
L'Electro Dragon.
I like the normal big drags.
龙宝宝，大龙。
Lightning Dragon.
DE troops. What's my favourite DE troop? I hate Hogs.
I just love that last part. It was absolutely amazing. Obviously, there is a plus point for all the ones that answered baby dragons. I absolutely appreciate that, but let's have a quick look at the playoffs tomorrow. Tomorrow is absolutely wrong. On Sunday, obviously. Playoff picture not yet drawn completely, though, because we just finished Group A.
As we previously discussed, MCES is going to be the #1 seed in the semifinals on the left, with INTZ, the 2nd seed, on the right.
That's right. Those other 2 spots in the semifinal are going to be filled in by 2 teams from Group B tomorrow facing it off.
Playoffs are important because that's the only chance to get a golden ticket, and the golden ticket allows players and teams to actually compete at ESL One in Hamburg in October. And there are also tickets for you guys to see all of that live. Just hit the link in the description, buy your own ticket and see Clash of Clans and an absolutely amazing stadium atmosphere. That will be, I don't want to say a festival because we heard there might be some weird things compared to that. But no, not a festival, it will be the biggest party in the world. Clash of Clans in a stadium. You can't miss that, I'm absolutely sure. That also means Day 1 is in the books, done and dusted, over, finished, finito, all of it. Thanks once again, Woody and Carbon for joining me today.
Thank you, Renee. It was great to be here for the July qualifiers. Enjoyed it so much for Group A. Can't wait to see what Group B brings.
What a great way to put an exclamation point on the end of our competition today. Thanks very much for tuning in. Remember, we've got some more great playoff matches tomorrow, or group matches tomorrow, as well as the playoff on Sunday. Hope that you'll make sure to follow us over on social media. You can hit us up on Twitter. And make sure to subscribe here on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you're watching the show to stay tuned for more Clash of Clans action.
Who follows MCES and INTZ into the playoffs? Find out tomorrow at 4 p.m. CEST. Obviously the same channels, pretty easy to find us. Just make sure that you got time for it. My name is Renee, and I see you guys there.